Okay, dokie. What's going on, my friend? Anybody home? Wait a minute. Give me a second here. Anybody home? Maybe, maybe not. Probably. Okay, take the volume down. Okay. Okay, so the volume is down now. People can hear me. Let me check the microphone. Working good, at least from my screen here. Good morning, good evening, good night, good whatever time it might be in your location. How everybody is feeling on Friday night or Saturday morning or whatever day it is in your location. Thank you so much for stopping by. Say hi to us so we can give you a shout. Get involved. You know, the show is for the people as always. So people need to call and people need to talk and people need to, you know, tons of stuff for the people. So we're going to be here depending on the engagement we're going to have with people. And you can also answer to the poll that I put early on, asking you if it's a good idea for Thomas Tuchel to join in England and stuff like that. And the most important is to click the like button just to help people to find us. So that about it. Let's go. So how everybody is feeling? It's a weekend, huh? Weekend is here. Weekend is here. We're live now. All right. Let me click that off here for now and try to organize certain things very, very quickly. All right. Tell a friend to tell a friend. So friends can join us. Let's say live call in. Go. You say here. Oh no, here. All right. That is about it. Okay, we are all set. Almost cry. Good. So while we are waiting for people to join us, what we're gonna do is to listen to Enzo Maresca press conference. Enzo Maresca press conference. Let's see what it is. Mr. Maresca. Yeah. Here we go. On the screen. Boom.
Enzo, team news, have you got for us any players returning, any fresh injury worries after the international break?
No. Finally we are all available, so we have all the squad available, unless the suspended one.
Wow, that is a very good news. When was the last time like Chelsea had everybody fit? It's been long time ago, right? I don't even remember when. 4 years. It has nothing to do with Pochettino only, or the last 2 years only. Injuries been part of Chelsea for years now. That every single game we struggle lack of players because they are injured.
You're thinking there because you have to make 2 enforced changes in a back 4.
Yeah, it's not a problem. I said since we start that I'm very happy with the squad. I'm very happy with the players that we are using. Since we start, we try to share a little bit minutes between all the competition we have. And so we have 2 suspended players that they are not able to play, and we're gonna find different players that they can play.
Yeah, that's the problem with Chelsea though. When you have everybody fit, no injuries, and boom, you have 2 key players suspended. So it's always something with Chelsea, right? Always something. But just like Enzo Maresca said, we're going to find solutions. We're going to find somebody else that can play in those places. So Wesley Fofana is not going to be there. Cucurella is not going to be there. So we have to find a replacement. I think from the left-hand side, it's going to be Vega because Chile is not trusted by the manager. And somebody to partner Levi Cole. I think it's going to be between Tosin and Disasi. And for me, I would prefer Disasi in that particular game because how aggressive Liverpool are, and you need an aggressive defender to deal with them and not very, very slow pairing and Levi Cole and Tosin. But if the manager come up with another idea to do, and then he's the boss, he makes decisions and we have to accept and support the team. And if in the midfield, if we don't have dogs in the midfield that can help our defense, and we have very slow center backs, it could be a problem. Mo Salah, Diaz, Darwin Núñez, it could cause us really big problems. So like I said in my preview, the battle is going to be won or lost in the midfield. So that is like the second layer of your defense is the midfield. They have to be strong. So if you have passengers who don't do anything, who are luxury players where they need to be protected in order to pass the ball, somebody, you need 5 bodyguard, and then other space are going to be open and you're gonna lose.
Will Reece James be in the squad for Sunday?
He's available. Yeah, finally he's back. He worked with us all the international break, and it's a good news, especially for him, because being injured is not a good feeling. So finally he's back.
And the problem with Reece James is you don't know for how long he's gonna be back. And the answer is gonna come after this one. But I like what Enzo Fernandez said. Enzo Fernandez? Why I call him Enzo Fernandez? This guy is Enzo Maresca. Enzo Fernandez is the player. Enzo Maresca is the manager. So he said that we have to be careful and we have to try to manage his time on the pitch the way we're doing with Wesley Fofana and also Lavia. So I like it. I like that way. You save the player, you save the team. You just give them few minutes here and there and you build and see what's going to happen in the future.
It's been so difficult for him, for any athlete, to continually come back and get injured again. What have you done different as a medical team, as a club this time? And do you feel that this is different, or is it difficult to know that and predict that?
No, it's always it's complicated when you get injury again. It's not easy, so you are always looking for a solution. Probably the solution with Reece is the same solution we are using with Romeo and Wes in terms of using them just once a week, one game, because probably in this moment, for different reasons, Reece body cannot play, for instance, twice a week. So probably one of the solution is that we're gonna try to manage him in the same way we are doing with Wes and Romeo.
Yeah, one game a week, it's even too much for me. Like, I don't wanna okay, give him 90 minutes. What I wanna see from Reece James is you give him 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 30 minutes. Some games give him 45 minutes. I think even himself is gonna be very happy to be able to contribute for 30 minutes, then contribute 90 minutes and then get injured again, if that makes sense. So I don't think he's gonna be angry that he's fit and he's not playing, because that is simple common sense even for himself.
Given the unbeaten run that the team is on at the moment, your manager of the month, Cole Palmer player of the month, it feels like the team is enjoying a good spell. How much are you relishing this run of tough Premier League fixtures over the next 4 games, starting with Liverpool at Anfield, which has always been quite a special fixture for Chelsea fans?
I think it's especially a game for all the clubs. Liverpool is nice environment, fantastic. We are excited to play this kind of game, but in the same time, I think all the games that we played until now, no one of them has been easy. All the Premier League games, they are difficult, they are not easy. And as I said, we're gonna try to do our best and prepare the game in the best way we can and try to get points.
That is very important here, because the media are looking for something to point fingers on Chelsea. Try to make everything like, if we beat West Ham, no, it was very easy. It's a West Ham fault that they lost. It's not Chelsea, magic. So nothing to give Chelsea credit. But no game is an easy game in the Premier League. Chelsea dropped 4 points at Stamford Bridge this season against the teams that were supposed to be easy on paper. But Crystal Palace came, get 1 point. Nottingham Forest came, they got 1 point. So no team is an easy team in the Premier League. You can beat Manchester City today and lose against Southampton tomorrow. That is the beauty of the Premier League. And you're not going to win the Premier League only by beating the so-called big teams. You have to beat pretty much everybody. So when I see people like saying that it was easy, easy game against such and such, I'm like, are you kidding me? This is the Premier League we're talking about here.
And away from club football for just a moment, Thomas Tuchel is the New England head coach. I just wonder what your reaction is to that. Do you think he's a good fit for England?
Just to say all the best to Thomas and nothing more. I think if people in charge decide for him, I think it's because they are convinced, and I'm not the one that I can judge if it's right or wrong. The only thing I can say, all the best to him, his staff, and no more than that.
Some reports that he has...
That is a very good answer, though. Why are you even asking Enzo Maresca, who is Italian, if the appointment of an England manager is a good idea or bad idea? Like, what do you really expect Enzo Maresca to say? Thomas Tuchel is a colleague in terms of they are all managers or head coach, whatever you want to call them. And you're going to ask him, do you really expect him to say, no, you have just to get your local boy or only English manager to manage England? Like, it makes no sense. Some questions are just stupid. They make no sense. Move on, ask him what is important,
Been in touch to maybe take some of your staff away. I don't know, what can you say on that, and if they do go, can they combine the roles?
I know that one of them has been approached, that is one of the analysts, and we are quite open to leave people to take their chances in case they want to take it. And the other one, I think, Ilario, I heard something, but there's been not any approach yet. So this is the only thing I know. But as I said, we are open-minded in terms to allow people to take chances, and also we are happy to keep people that they want to stay, and the one that they want to go, they can go.
That is another point. Thomas Tuchel, when he left Chelsea, remember that he took all the coaching staff and even Anthony Barry, who Frank Lampard brought in the team. So Thomas Tuchel took him to what team again? Bayern Munich. And now he's back in in England, and he wanna get more Chelsea coaches. So listen, Mr. Tuchel is good. You did an amazing job at Chelsea, but if you're gonna continue to take quality from Chelsea for your own interest, and then Chelsea need to start thinking about it. Because coaching is not only about the head coach like Maresca. It's about analysis. It's about assistant managers that comes with different ideas, and some of the coaching staff, they analyze like video analysis, and it's a department. It's many people come up with different ideas and come up with a plan. So if you are going to take some of the coaching staff from Enzo Maresca for your own good for England, and then me as a Chelsea fan, I'm not gonna be that happy. But the problem is probably the stuff that they want from Chelsea, probably they are just service to requirement. Like they are not that important in the team. So it could be like Hilario. If he goes, I don't think anybody is gonna cry, because he's one of the coaches, the goalkeepers coaches, one of them. So you still have Ben Robert there. You still have an entire department of coaching. But when it comes to analysis, I don't even know which one, what is his name, and what his job is all about. So it is what it is. But if I have to choose, even if I like Thomas Tuchel and I want him to be successful with England, but not like you have to come to Chelsea and get more people while we are trying to build a good team. You know what I mean? So you're doing it for yourself, but my club is more important than you, because you are working for your interest, and this is Chelsea Football Club.
Hi, Hans. Good afternoon. I read an interesting article this morning by Graham Potter, the former Chelsea manager. He spoke about Moises Caicedo. Perhaps you read it as well. What do you think, since you started working with Moises, what do you think you done to help him? Because it feels like now we're seeing the real Moises Caicedo.
I don't know, probably it's more a question for him. The only thing I can say is that, as I said already many times, I really believe that to improve as a team, you need to improve the players. And we are trying to, not only with the Moy, but with all the players, to dedicate them time, to spend time with them for extra work, almost every day. At the end of the session, we keep players for extra work. And Moy is one of the players, so we are happy in the way he's playing. We didn't have any doubt about him as a player, as a person. And we are very happy in the way he's playing in this moment.
Question about the Jane.
All right, so Moises Caicedo. And I like that answer from Enzo Maresca. He said that, being a coach is also your quality to improve players. If you look at certain players, they are getting to the next level now because Enzo Maresca is giving them as much time as they need. If they want some personal work, Maresca is going to stay for hours again after training to help. So it's up to the players. Back in the day, I watched some documentary about Drogba and Frank Lampard, and if you hear all those stories about how they were coming always like early in training and leave late before anybody, even if they are tired, they're gonna stay there for 1 more hour shooting, working on their weaknesses. So as a professional football player, the time that you spend alone is gonna determine how big or small you're gonna be. Like, okay, it's 2 hours training in the morning, 2 hours training in the afternoon, and you can't wait to go home, go play video games, you don't even sleep, and you're just enjoying your life. But the people who get to the next level of football are the people who dedicate, who sacrifice other things, who stay there and walk and walk and walk more outside the the legal time that they have to be in training session. They keep on walking, they keep, even if they go on vacation, they still have like personal trainers to work on certain things. It's not enough now in today's generation, because a kid can score just 1 free kick, he's the next Ronaldo. Every trick that you do, oh man, you are Ronaldinho. So you're already a superstar since the young age. You have all the money in the world, huge contract, 9 years contract at Chelsea, and you don't care anymore. You don't care about proving people, working hard, because your life is already set. You are a rich multi-millionaire, and you don't care about your performances anymore. That's why we see so many players collapsing, because the lack of individual work. So Moises Caicedo, just like Enzo said, that he stays late, and he's working some extra, and you can even tell on the pitch that, oh my goodness, this brother is taking his game to the next level. And this is what we want to see from Enzo Fernandez. Enzo needs to work on his weaknesses. Come to the training ground early, go late at home. You have to give in something. You have to sacrifice something. You have to work hard, because let's not kid ourselves. If somebody paid more than 100 million on you, you gotta do everything in your power to show something on the pitch. And he's not really adapting well in the Premier League, Enzo Fernandez, even though his cultists don't want to say anything. And if you question him or you criticize him fairly, or you state fact the way I'm saying right now, all of a sudden they label you, you hate him, or blah 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 blah. They insult you, they do whatever it is just to discourage you not to say anything. But you have just to blame somebody else. You have to blame Enzo Maresca's system. You have to blame the position he's playing. You have to blame Caicedo for not coming and helping him. You have to blame everybody but him. He can't do any wrong. Everything he does is good. And when we win, oh my Lord, it's all his credit. And we lose, no. It's somebody's fault. Somebody else's fault. It's never his fault. So if you, our playmaker, you, our captain, you need perfect conditions, perfect position, perfect system to perform, and then you have to ask yourself some questions. Okay? A playmaker don't need a perfect condition. They don't need 10 bodyguards. They can unlock the game by themselves. Regardless of the system, regardless of the position, they will come up with a moment of magic. Cole Palmer is not complaining. Noni Madueke is not complaining. He's improving every single day. Jadon Sancho is not complaining. So many people are making impact and improving. But when it comes to our captain, no, don't touch him because you are a header or or whatever, go to jail. The amount of insult and abuses you're gonna get by just questioning our captain and telling him to do better. I've never seen my entire life so much abuses in that level just because you told the truth about something. You state some fact about something. So you have to applaud. It's just like in North Korea or somewhere in some state where you can't even talk. You have just to applaud when the president is like, yeah. Fanatism. That's what you got from cult. Like, so many people respect players more than their parent or more than God. Everything they do is perfect. You can't touch them. You can't tell the truth about them. You have to walk around and blame somebody else. So, Enzo Maresca is talking about Moises Caicedo extra work. I want also to see Enzo doing some extra work and improving on the pitch slowly and surely.
Don Sancho, please. All of your years working in management in Italy and in England as well, you ever came across a player like Jadon in terms of the excitement he brings to the team, to all of the fans?
Yeah, Jadon is doing well. The only thing he has to do is to continue in the same way, work hard every day. And as I said many times, for sure he's going to help us because we really believe that he's a special player. But the only way to confirm that is to work every day hard and to never be happy in terms, always be ambitious and more and more and more.
Yeah,
Liverpool away this weekend.
That is a very good point for Jadon Sancho. It's exactly what we expected according to Enzo Maresca. But now he needs to be hungry, be even hungrier. Like, don't be happy about 2 or 3 assists or 1 good game. You have to be hungry and angry all the time to prove people wrong and continue working hard. So I'm so impressed about Jadon Sancho so far. It looks like he's always on time in training. We haven't heard any kind of disciplinary issue at training or, sleeping late and coming late to the training. The way we were hearing with Ten Hag, send him to Holland and go do some personal work and whatever. No. Now the boy knows. He's like 23, 24, almost on his prime. I think Jadon Sancho is more than determined to really put his life back on track, prove people wrong. I'm sure that he's going back to the national team very soon. The next international break in November, I think he could be called, or I don't know, Lee Carsey might just call the players that he won the youth UEFA Youth Cup with. So, but I'm not gonna be surprised if very, very soon Jadon Sancho is back with the national team.
Arne Slot obviously inherited a very good group of players, a very good solid foundation over there. But were you surprised with the way both Arne Slot and the players managed to adapt to the new reality so quickly? Because it looks very, very promising.
Yeah, they are doing fantastic. Very good players, very good manager, very good club, and I think they are doing a fantastic job. But it's already many years that Liverpool is there, so it's continuing to do that, and I think it's something very, very, very important for them.
Yeah, Liverpool. For people who are comparing Liverpool with Chelsea, Liverpool got the same team for 7-8 years. Klopp left last season, but still the same team, right? So it's easier for a manager to come in such an environment than come to a young team like Chelsea, new manager, and with everything that's been happening in the last 2 years. Liverpool are more stable, so it's not really a big surprise to see them doing good, but you can't really compare Liverpool's situation with Chelsea just because they have new managers, you know, so the circumstances and the conditions are completely different. A stable club with a very unstable club. So
John? And so, you mentioned Reece James would only be able to play one game a week. Is that for the foreseeable future, or will you slowly try and build him up, or is he just physically not going to be able to do that going forward?
In this moment, I think can be the solution. Now in the future, I don't know. But if we want to build something with him in terms of physical condition, probably the solution is to allow him, you know, to go slowly, and to use him once a week, and then hopefully in the future we can use him more during the week. But in this moment, probably we need to think to use him once a week.
yeah, so we already talked about Reece James a little bit at the beginning of the video, and that is a very good thing. And even before this press conference, for months now, I've been saying Reece James, we need to use him as a luxury kind of a player. Even if he's fit 100%, we have to play him, yeah, regularly every single week, but not for 90 minutes, we have to go slowly and surely. It's better to have him on the pitch for 50% of the games than lose him for the entire season. So we're going to keep him as a luxury player for a long period of time and go from there, really. Like until January, February, March, I don't want to see Reece James given 90 minutes on the pitch. Need to be maximum 45 minutes.
It's going to be a difficult decision because obviously Malo Gusto's been playing really well as well for you now when they're both flying for that.
Yeah, it's difficult, but at the same time it's nice because you know that one of them, the one that I choose, is going to do well. So this is a good feeling.
So no Cucurella this week. Will it be a chance for Ben Chilwell possibly to come into the squad or maybe start?
Yeah, we have. I said Chile is one of our player. Unfortunately, in the last, unless yesterday that he joined the session, the previous day for 3-4 days he was ill, so he didn't get any session. And we see how is today and tomorrow.
And Liverpool away, will this be a chance to gauge where you are in your progress coming up against, you know, a title challenger?
We're gonna approach the game not thinking where we are. We're gonna approach the game trying to prepare the game in the best way, and as I said, try to get points there. But it's not this game that is going to define where we are. If we win, we solve all the problem, and in case we lose, no, it's just a process. It's just a game, and as I said, we're gonna try to do our best and prepare the game.
All right, so I believe what he said here. Like, it's not gonna define our season if we lose against Liverpool, but we have to go there with a mentality to win. All right. If we lose fighting, it's fine, but I don't think this is gonna determine our season. Liverpool, like I said, they are playing home and they have more experience than us. They probably have more quality than us. They understand the system better than us. But it's not an excuse why we shouldn't go there and do something, you know? So we have to go there and do what we can do and see. Like we need to go to every game now thinking this is a final. This is it. Like we have to do it right now, or we're gonna miss out on top 4. So if you go with the mentality of this is the last game, this is a final, it's a sprint, it's already a sprint here, that is going to be a good spirit for Chelsea to have, than we still have time, we can still fight for top 4. No, every game now is a final for Chelsea, if that makes sense.
Would you rather play them at a different time? Obviously, you've had the international break, you haven't had all your players, you've had players coming back at different times from different parts of the world, and then you've got to go to Anfield to play Liverpool.
No, it's I think for them it's more or less the same. The only difference is that they play at home, but we try to adapt to the fixtures.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Hi Enzo, hope you're well. How would you assess your start to life as Chelsea manager now you've been here for a couple of months now?
Very happy because what I expected in terms of players and level and style, I can see clearly that is there. I said already many times that no matters in this moment who is going to play, you can see clear the way we want to play. For sure there are games, moment is normal. It's normal because we just start 2-3 months ago. But very happy because first of all, the club is, I said, it's one of the best clubs in the world, and I'm very excited to play with, and I feel very lucky to spend my time and to share my times with this squad that I'm very happy.
Talked about the tough run of fixtures coming up. Next 3 out of the next 4 Premier League games, you face Liverpool, Manchester United, Arsenal. People maybe talking about it being the first real test that Chelsea have had under your leadership. What are you hoping to see from some of those big games over the next few weeks?
I said I don't think that Sunday game define a little bit where we are. I think in this moment we have to be focused on things that we want to improve. That is the most important thing. As you said, the first game is Liverpool, then we have 2-3 more games. But I don't have the feeling that Nottingham was easy game, or Brighton was easy game, or West Ham away, or Bournemouth away was easy game. I think the Premier League is probably the best league in the world, and it's because it's the tough league in the world. So every game is difficult, and it will be exactly the same in the next 3 or 4, or in the next 25 games that we have.
Yeah, that is a very good point. And I think I touched it at the beginning by saying that there's no a big difference. When you win a game, you got 3 points. You lose a game, it's 0 point, right? So Liverpool is not going to determine how Chelsea are going to perform in the coming games. And the most important is you win against, let's say if we won against Nottingham Forest, we were going to have 3 points. You win against City, you got 3 points. You know, so you're not going to win the league or anything by just beating top teams. You have to beat everybody. And there is no small team or big games and small games in the Premier League. Or that is just mindset. So for people and the media to continue saying, oh, because we played against the West Ham and it was easy for us, or Wolves, we beat them because it was easy. It's not that easy. It's just the media try to just diminish Enzo Maresca's accomplishment at Chelsea Football Club. They try to put it down like, oh, it's nothing. You know, you haven't played a big gun, so it doesn't count. But hello, any other team beat Wolves, it's masterclass. They beat West Ham, it's masterclass. But if Chelsea beat West Ham, no, West Ham were very weak and it's their fault. It's not Chelsea credit. So people really don't like to give Chelsea any kind of credit.
Lastly, I wanted to ask you about Cole Palmer as well. You've been asked lots about him in the last couple of weeks, but for England in the international break, he was used a little bit differently as more defensively against Greece. Lee Carsey said he might even consider playing him at left back at some point. I wondered what you thought of the way he was used by England and whether you could see him playing in a different position for Chelsea like he has for England recently.
I can say the way we use Cole, then the way a different manager, or Lee in this case, use Cole is because probably he saw something. But in the way we are using Cole, I think it's quite clear.
Yeah, what a kind of question is that? Do you want Enzo Maresca to tell Lee Carsley, right? That is his name, or Thomas Tuchel how to use Cole Palmer? Come on. Every manager can see different things. They can use a player in different ways. All we don't want to see is to put Cole Palmer as a left back or something like that. But if he can play and he enjoys it and he's performing there, and then that has nothing to do with Enzo Maresca. What they want him to say, really.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll finish this section with Bobby.
Hi Enzo.
Sorry, I said.
I wanted to ask about Malo Gusto. This season his role has changed a lot from what we saw last season. He was overlapping a lot last season under Pochettino, but this season he's coming inside a lot more. How do you think he's doing?
Fantastic. Very happy with Malo. He's giving us many things, many good things. He's helping the process, the way we want to play a lot. We are happy with him. We are happy with Renato, the times that he has to play inside.
Yeah.
But for sure, Malo is doing very well. And for the age he has and how mature he is in terms of player, it's top.
And do you think when Reece James is fit and available, he will be able to fit into the similar sort of role with Malo?
First of all, he has to be fit, and then slowly we see. But now the most important thing for Reece is that finally he's fit, and we see now the way we are going to use him. That fortunately, as I said, we have many players that they are versatile and they can play in different positions.
Okay, so that is a problem. A good problem, a rich problem to have. You have Malo Gusto fit and you have Reece James fit. Every team is gonna be happy to have both of them fit. So let's worry about the situation later on. And I think if we have a very good rotation system with Chelsea, both of them are gonna be happy. Both of them can play. And they can even play together because remember, Malo Gusto can play from the left and from the right. When we tried him under Pochettino, we saw that he was amazing. And I think even Enzo Maresca tried him from the left-hand side. So, and when you have versatile players, they can always play. And we have so many games this season, the Conference League. And after the season is over, we fly to America to play for the Club World Cup immediately. We're not gonna take a vacation or you know, because if you give them a vacation and then they're gonna have to do the preseason again, right, to get into the shape and play the World Cup. So immediately we have many games also to play in the Club World Cup. So I think everybody is gonna be happy. Everybody is gonna have playing time, and we just need to chill out. If you don't see anybody playing at the moment or somebody is frustrated on the bench, give it time. They're gonna have their moment in the Europa League, in the Carabao Cup, in the FA Cup, in the World Cup. All we want now is just to establish a strong team. A team that nobody wanna play against. So, yeah, I think it's a very good problem to have, and that is gonna be the end of my press conference reaction. And don't forget that I've already made a video about my preview for the game. So, my preview for the game is already out there on the Green Turf YouTube channel. My head-to-head analysis between Liverpool and Chelsea is already out there on the GFC YouTube channel. So it is what it is. Go and check on those videos. Now we're gonna just jump and check on some news that is trending on social media, and if we have a call, we can take a call. If we don't have calls, we're gonna say goodbye and see you tomorrow. Continue to subscribe, continue to click the like button, and yeah, and let's continue to do the right thing, my friends. Your contributions one way or another. Don't just watch, but just be part of the show, you know. So the phone is open. You know, the line is open. If you click on the link, you call us. If you don't have time, no problem at all. No problem at all. Now let's see if we have some interact. Interact. All right. So this is my page here on Twitter, Green Turf. Let's follow each other. Let's grow the community if you want. Let's go and check on Chelsea. If there is any update from Chelsea Football Club here. No, they're just showing training videos. Yeah, training videos. You see the Robert Sanchez, our number one. This is the winning team. Look at our winning team today in training. Oh, wow. The winning team. Look at them. Cesar Casadei, Joao Felix, Noni Madueke, Tosin. Wow. The boys are having good time in training. Nice to see them having good time. What else? Nothing really. Copam talking about his prizes. How many individual awards he already won since he joined Chelsea? Wow. That brother might have an entire house full of individual achievement already. It's crazy really how this brother just came from City. Many people didn't know what to expect. Many people made theories and narrative already about Palmer being a reject. But look at him today. Yeah, so nothing really special. It's just people are in the fever of, you know, the fever of tomorrow, right? No, tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow, if you are in overseas, somewhere is already Saturday. So tomorrow for you is Sunday, but for me still Friday. So it's gonna be on Sunday. The game is gonna be on Sunday. Happy birthday, Emma Hay. Happy birthday. She's the GOAT of women coaches. Destroyed the league for years and made Chelsea great again. Okay, so what we have, let's go and double check on the Premier League if they have some update to give us. No, everybody is pretty much in the mood of this weekend after the international break. So you have the games that will happen this weekend. Tottenham Hotspurs against West Ham tomorrow early in the morning. Fulham against Aston Villa. Ipswich against Everton. Manchester United against Brentford. Newcastle United against Brighton. Southampton against Leicester City. Bournemouth against Arsenal. Wolves against Manchester City. Liverpool against Chelsea. And Nottingham Forest against Crystal Palace. Yeah, I've already made my match week 8 preview video on the GFC YouTube channel. So if you are interested to know my, my predictions, you can check on one of the channels and you will see what I said. All right. What else is trending? Let's check on Fabrizio if he got something for us. Eric Ten Hag. We are monitoring Alvaro Carreras. They just sold him, right? He's on loan or he was sold. I don't know. I have no idea, but I think United did this transfer like last summer, right? So he said that they are monitoring him, his progress at Benfica. We have a buyback clause. Oh, okay. So they sold him with a buyback clause. We loaned him to Preston, Grenada. He didn't play much there. And we had the opportunity to sell him, but we have a buyback clause which allows us to control the situation. All right. And I even watched one of his interview, this guy here, Alvaro. He said that he's working hard his goal is to go back to Manchester United, because when you actually loan somebody out, sometimes they don't have playing time. It has nothing to do with their quality, but they just don't want to give you a chance. You are going back to your club at the end of the season, right? So you are there just to do the job. If they need you, they can use you. But if there is another player that is performing good from the academy or from their team, it's better for them to develop their own player than develop somebody who is on loan in that club. So sometimes it's better just to sell the player. You can buy him back, add some more money and buy him back, because he can develop faster, knowing that, like now he's playing for Benfica. Benfica are going to develop him as their own players. They won't bench him that often. He's given enough playing time to develop. But if you go on loan, they really don't care about your development. They just care about you helping them, you doing the job that you are paid to do. So if our boy from the academy is doing good, we have to develop our own boy instead of developing you for no reason, and you might go back to your parent club at the end of the season. So I think this was a very good decision for Manchester United to just sell him, and then if he starts doing good, buy him back. Why not? Manchester City officially show Kevin De Bruyne back in training. Excellent news for Pep Guardiola, blah blah blah. And also Nathan Ake is back after Nathan Ake. So yeah, so Manchester City are happy because they're gonna miss Rodri for the rest of the season. Now De Bruyne was injured, and they were hanging there. Really, they needed somebody in the midfield, and now that De Bruyne is back, I don't really think that they're gonna rush him back into the first team immediately. The game on Sunday could be probably too early for him, but it's a good sign. Good sign for Manchester City, and not a good sign for Arsenal, because Arsenal, they're not gonna tell you openly, but you know, they want you to fail so they can win the league. So the more players you have out and you don't win games, it's gonna benefit Arsenal. That's the way it is. Enzo Maresca on Malo Gusto. Well, we already talked about Enzo Maresca and everything he said in the press conference. More than enough. So let's go. Girassi, this brother can't stop scoring. He scored 4 goals. 3 goals, a hat trick in the first half for his country, Guinea. And he's scoring for fun for Borussia Dortmund. The brother is having a time of his life in the Bundesliga. He scored against Bruges. That was in the Champions League, right? Okay. Scored against Stuttgart in the Bundesliga. Bochum, also he scored 2 goals. He scored 2 goals against Celtic in the Champions League. He didn't score against Union Berlin. And today, Friday, it was a game in the Bundesliga. They played against the San Pauli. And Guirassy scored. So the brother is really on fire. Nice to see him enjoying his football in Germany. What is trending from the world of Mr. Fabrizio Romano? Cristiano Ronaldo scores again. The GOAT, one of the GOAT. So Cristiano Ronaldo scored again for Al Nassr. It was a penalty and makes it 55 goals plus 15 assists in 54 games since he joined the Saudi Pro League. Wow, that is incredible number right there. You can say, oh no, it's Pro League, it's a Saudi, and there's a lot of penalty, blah, 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 blah. But you have to score penalties, my friend. You have to score penalties. How many people miss penalties? And in his age, he still has the courage to be there and take a penalty and score. You have to give him credit. And look, not only in terms of goals, right? Look at assists. 15 assists. So when the people say that he always waits for the ball to come to him all the time, people need to work very hard for him. Listen, 15 assists. 15. That is working for the team too. And when you have somebody like Ronaldo in your team, he's going to keep people very, very busy. Okay? So let's say 2 to 3 people are marking Ronaldo. It's open up the gaps for other people to go there and cook. You know what I mean? So you have to give this guy a lot of credit. And now he might have in total, in his entire career, okay, for the clubs that he played and also for the national team, he scored 907 goals, official goals. Man, if you don't respect this guy, if you don't give him credit, you are not a human being. I don't care about Messi, Ronaldo, always fight the fans. Sometimes you have just to appreciate somebody, okay? Cristiano Ronaldo is doing good, you appreciate him. Messi is doing good, you appreciate him. Why can't we just appreciate both of them instead of always it's easy for somebody or it's too it's complicated for the other one, it's this and that? No, let's just enjoy them. Let's just enjoy the time, because it's not gonna last forever. It's still like few years to go and then we're not gonna hear about them anymore. So Ronaldo, congratulations. I will call in a few. Yeah, if you find me, if I'm still here, don't worry, the telephone is always open for everybody to call. And you're gonna come here and burn me about Messi and criticize Ronaldo, and that is where the fight is gonna start, because I respect Messi and you see me making videos also telling you how quality he is and all that, but you have also to accept the fact that I can also give credit to somebody else, because I'm not a fanboy of any of them. I am not a cultist of any of them. I just appreciate good football and what they are able to achieve in the world of football. All right, let's go. We continue here. Thomas Tuchel, Bayern Munich director, kind of poked him a little bit today by saying, Thomas Tuchel, it's a good choice for him. Just as a joke, he didn't get Declan Rice here, so now he's going to Declan Rice. He's going to play. No, basically, Declan Rice is gonna be his player in the national team, right? So he was joking about it, but it just tells you how it is very tough, difficult to deal with Thomas Tuchel in the club level, because he's very, very demanding. and very, very pushy. Like he doesn't take no for an answer. When he wanted Harry Kane at Bayern Munich, he did everything, even come to his house in London, convince him, did everything to get him to Germany. And now he wanted Declan Rice. Declan Rice is like 115 or 105 million. He wanted Bayern to break the bank, break their wage structure, break all their principles. Because before Thomas Tuchel, Bayern Munich were not really spending a lot of money on players. They got a lot of players for free because everybody want to play for them in Germany. So Lewandowski, they got him on free. So many players they just tell you, hey, don't sign a new contract. We're going to get you. And the player refused to sign a contract for that club. And then that club is forced to sell the player cheap or let him go on free. So that will happen for years for teams like Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. Like they don't really pay a lot of money on players. They got you on free or they got you very cheap because the club that you are coming from have no choice but to sell you. They have no choice. You have just 1 year left on your contract. You don't want to sign a new contract. So instead of them losing you on free, they're going to take very, very low price just so they can get something instead of letting you go on free. So it's been some dirty tactics that certain clubs been using because of how, prestigious they look and people want to play for them. So they take advantage of that situation to get really, really cheap players. And that's the way it is. So Thomas Tuchel wanted to Declan Rice, 100 million. Let's say how much Tottenham sold Harry Kane? More than 100 million. So that is going against the policy, but he forced those movements. He brought Kim Min-jae. They paid also crazy, ridiculous amount of money for him, but he didn't even play him a lot. So that is Thomas Tuchel. When he wants a player, he need to get the player, or you're gonna be in trouble. So he been getting in trouble with the board, getting in trouble with everybody, the owners at PSG the same, at Chelsea the same, Bayern Munich the same, Borussia Dortmund the same. But now it's the national team. He doesn't have to deal with the board anymore. He just needs to do his job quietly. You have abundance of players to choose from. England got so many players to choose from. So you don't have to spend 100 million to buy somebody. You have them already in hand. So I understand what Bayern director said here. And I think Thomas Tuchel is going to do very good in the national team because it's a different environment. It's not like every single day walk. You have just to fly around Europe and watch some games where your players are involved. Everything is paid for by the FA, England, the FA are going to pay for your hotel room, your food, your everything, your VIP ticket, your first class. So it's a very relaxing and good job. You have a lot of pressure for a short period of time. 2 weeks to play 2 games in the international break. And when it comes to like international tournament like the World Cup, you go there for like 3 weeks or 1 month, depending on how good you're gonna be in there. So you don't really have enough time to coach. You have just time to manage them, put a team together, push them to win something immediately, But when you are a club manager, you have to deal with players. You have to try to improve them. You have to try to implement the system daily basics. So I think in this level of the national team is perfect for him because of his character, because of he's very tough when it comes to the club. But now this is the national team. You don't have to fight against each other. You have to fight against yourself, basically, you know. So yeah, that is good to know about Mr. Thomas Tuchel. I'm gonna read some comment here, and very soon I'm gonna have to leave. Oh, Paulino said that he's doing well and people think that he can actually leave the club back to City. Not possible. Who is doing good? Did I miss a comment somewhere? Who is doing well and people think he can actually leave the club back to City? Not possible. I don't know who you're talking about. Nick, hey. Hey, everybody gives Ronaldo and Messi credit. Yeah, they both are great players and we are lucky to see them live. And, you know, because there are certain people like you can't give credit to Ronaldo or you can't give credit to Messi. It's a black or white. But I'm not in that war of players. Agree, I'm not a fan of both either, but I give them both huge credit. Yeah, give them credit, man. Give them credit. Give Ronaldo and Messi a lot of credit. All right, so don't forget that we're gonna be back again tomorrow. I don't know what game it's gonna be, but I'm gonna choose one of the games. Probably the Arsenal game, Bournemouth Arsenal, or the Manchester United against, I don't know, what team they're going to play? Brentford or something? I don't know, forgot. But I'm going to be back. One of the games. I don't know which one, but you just keep your notification on and you will see me live. If you want to come and say hi, call us and comment the game together. That's fine. If you don't have time, that's also fine. The main reason that I do this live shows is just to listen from you and read your comment and answer your calls, and we can have fun. You know, we don't have a specific structure in this show. It's just like you come up with something and we discuss. So that is about it. What else is trending? Let's double check on some other stuff. These are like fake news. Like Christopher Nkunku might push for the transfer in summer if he struggled to secure a regular spot in Enzo Maresca's starting 11. For now, Christopher Nkunku is very humble and glad to be in the team. We supported him the entire season last season. He didn't even play many games. He was injured all the time. We played him crazy amount of money. I think he should just be happy to help the team at the moment and not talk even about transfer. I think this is just fake news. It's just like people try to guess something because there is nothing to say about. So you have to create some fake news out there to, you know, to say. So it is what it is. Let's see. Who is this guy? Dortmund are not looking to sell Jamie Gittens in January, but if Premier League club is willing to pay 100 million, they will allow him to leave if he wishes. Come on, man. He's a good kid. 100 million is too much money. Still a kid, man. Still a kid. Thomas Tuchel mother said that it was written in the stars that Thomas Tuchel was going to win the World Cup with England. Imagine if he does it. It's gonna be like moms are always right, right? Yeah, always right. Okay, so Manchester United looks set to be what? Manchester United looks set to be left frustrated in their pursuit of Alphonso Davies with a move to Real Madrid or remaining at Bayern Munich is more likely. So you see, this is how how people try to attract traffic, right? So why did you put even Manchester United on this? So they made sure that there is Manchester United in the conversation, Bayern in the conversation, Real Madrid in the conversation. This is a simple guess. Like they cook sentences in a way just to trick people. Some of the headlines, it's just so stupid. Trent Alexander-Arnold also could be leaving for Real Madrid in January, because what's going to happen is he has like 1 year left on his contract. The contract is out, I think next summer, right? So he can already talk to other clubs in January and sign like a pre-agreement or something like that. Now, if he refuses to sign a new contract with Liverpool, Liverpool might be thinking, listen, instead of losing him for free, let's take something for the remaining of 6 months. Otherwise, he's going to go on free. So, for Liverpool, they might lose 2 or 3 key players next summer. Trent, Mo Salah and Van Dijk out of contract next summer. Crazy stuff, right? Crazy stuff. And Trent, it looks like his mind is already in Madrid. Remember last summer, he was in Los Angeles. He was in California with Mbappe, Bellingham, Vinicius Junior, Chouameni. You know, people like that, Camavinga. I don't even know if, Camavinga, right? Yeah, Camavinga also was there in one of the parties that they have over there. So, I think there are even some pictures that going on social media where, and there were even some guys from Arsenal fans TV that went to a nightclub and they took some pictures with Trent and Jude Bellingham over there. So Trent might leave. He won pretty much everything with Liverpool. He might be thinking, listen, man, this football career is very, very short. Let me go and play for Madrid. So, yeah, it is what it is. Let me go here. Nick said at 2-1. Tottenham to beat West Ham 2-1. That's what you mean. Ipswich. What team Ipswich are gonna play against? Let me just pull the. Let me see if I can see. Good. So Spurs. West Ham, you say in your comment here that, wait, let me put this actually on the screen. So 2-1 to Spurs against West Ham. Ipswich against Everton. You think it's gonna be 1-0 Ipswich. United to win. Okay. United 2-1 to United against Brentford. Aston Villa 2-1 against Fulham. Next time, just put all the names there because it's just a little bit confusing. But we got your point. 3-3. 3-3 for the game. Liverpool for Chelsea against Liverpool. 3-3. Oh, Arsenal to win 3-1 against Bournemouth. Yeah, a little bit confusing, but it is what it is. Sancho, what's going on, Sancho?
Sancho. Oggs, my brother, man. Longest time, man.
Yes, sir. We're here. It was international break.
Sorry?
International break is over, so we are back.
I figured, man. Listen, I just came in from work. How long are you on? I wanna talk today. I just need to run for like 10 minutes. I just came in.
Yeah,
are you
you
going
can
to be
run.
around in 10 minutes?
Oh yeah, just do what you gotta do at home, and
I just got back in when I saw.
Yeah, no problem, my friend. Get some food. Get ready, refresh yourself, get your breakfast of champions.
We need to chat, man. We need to catch up. I saw your notification. I'm like, I need to catch Oggs today, so I'll be right back.
Thank you. Much appreciate that. All right. But,
I need to talk to my brother.
Yes, sir. What do you have to say?
Dude, I love this caller. What's his name?
Ice.
Dude, I love when you two. Actually, you two, and Victor Ba.
Yeah, Victor Ba. I think he's gonna be back when we start losing, probably.
I've noticed he only really calls in when it's time to complain.
when we are struggling, we want him when we are winning.
Yo, I've heard you mention a lot of you always say these two words a lot, and whenever you say it, it always comes in a negative way. And the following two words are international break.
Okay.
Do you not like the international games?
No.
Now, is it because they're not entertaining, or you're afraid of one of your players getting hurt?
A little bit of both, and a little bit of too much football. Like, it's just the same players that will play international games are the same players that will play in clubs. They're going to go to, like Messi need to go to Bolivia, where there is no even oxygen there, right? And you have to fly all over the world and come back to your club. I think international break is too many of them. Can you imagine after 2 games only in the Premier League, or 2 games or 3 games, already one international break? For what? To do what? And it used to be friendlies. Now they changed the names just to give it some kind of value, so people can say, oh, this is a real competition, but they're still like friendlies in reality. So they changed it to the name from friendly international games to Nations Leagues games. And then people, oh, you can even win a trophy, just so people can continue spending money. And football quality is going down every single time. The players are getting injured all the time, ACL injuries, career-ending injuries all the time. And the quality of football is not there anymore. It's too much. It's too many games every single day. When people are going to have a break. Let me give you an example. Chelsea could be playing 2 years without any break. You know what's going to happen? They play this competition until like the Conference League. If they go to the final, in May they play, or in the beginning of June is the final of the Conference League. And a few days after that, they have to fly to America and play another competition, which is the Club World Cup. Right? And then when you finish the Club World Cup, it's going to be already in the middle of July. In the middle of July, the Premier League is starting in 2 weeks already. So what time you gonna have time to finish the Club World Cup, and then go to preseason, and then give players vacation? When the Premier League refused to postpone Chelsea games, they refused to postpone Manchester City games, because City and Chelsea are the clubs that will represent England in the World Cup. It could be the same for Real Madrid, but Real Madrid, they might...
Wait, Chelsea's going too?
Yeah, Chelsea are going too.
What did Chelsea do to get there?
Because they won the Champions League 3 years ago, and Manchester City won the Champions League 2 years ago. So the recent winners of the Champions League need to represent their countries. What's wrong? It's not like Messi winning the bloody Community Shield. And you know why Inter Miami are qualified just because it's Messi? Because it's Messi.
It's in this country where the Club World Cup is being held.
No, it's
so
not
you
about
need the
that.
champions of the country to go.
They are not champions. Champions of what? Champions of what? They haven't won the. They
won their first place. Like, they're officially first place. Like, in both leagues of MLS.
I'm telling you right now, if Inter Miami didn't qualify, the criteria. Listen, the criteria was going to be, if you wear pink as your home jersey, you have to qualify for it. That is. They're trying to get Messi involved at any cost so they can get money. There's nothing to do. Listen, if another team, I tell you right now, because for me, the team that deserves more is LAFC for winning.
No.
I'm telling you, they just won a big cup.
That's a different league, though.
Oh, my goodness me.
That's a championship that
I'm telling you, listen, but I'm telling you right now, if Messi and Inter Miami won the so-called, that is another league that you're talking about, if they were if Messi was playing for LAFC and they won that cup, that was going to be the criteria to qualify for the World Cup, my brother. Everybody knew about it.
Nope. Sir, the MLS is this country's league, correct? Now, MLS, the Inter Miami won their first. They've officially ended up first place in the league. So they have that criteria. Okay, the champions, the first one, should go ahead and go to the World Cup. It makes sense. Now, the other league that you're talking about, that is the Mexican and the American League. So that's...
But we play like in Europe. Why Chelsea are qualified? Because they play Champions League with other teams from other. So it doesn't matter. Like what I'm telling you now, something was going to be organized, a fake tournament or first or soccer aid kind of game just to qualify Messi to the World Cup. Everybody can see it. We've been talking about it way before even this happened. Everybody been talking about it. Don't deny it. I'm telling you.
I'm so glad that Messi never went to Chelsea back in 2010.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares because
I am so happy. Goodness gracious.
We won. We won without Messi. We beat them. They beat us. It was a good battle. We eliminated.
Yeah, but Messi has more Champions League than Chelsea. He has more.
How many Champions League he got?
4.
4?
Yes.
Can you tell me what year and what year? Messi is like 12 years old. Are you telling me that he started like 12 years old? That's how it is. Listen,
2006.
Let me tell you, he got
2009.
He got 2 Champions League.
2? Oh, okay. Yeah,
I think it could be
no,
2. I don't know,
got
or more
4.
than.
He's got
how?
4. Look it up. Look it up.
Listen, he
Look
might
it up
have.
right now.
Listen, he might
All
have
right,
3.
Let me
Listen.
ask Google. Hey
Yeah.
Alexa, how many Champions League does Lionel Messi have?
Here is an answer from an Alexa Answers contributor that I translated. Messi won the Champions League 4 times with Barcelona.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, so let me explain to you. Hear me out, right?
Okay.
How many World Cup Ronaldo R9 won? And I know why I'm asking you that question. And we don't have even to go too far. You know that in the USA, he was on the bench. He never even played a game, right?
But he still won it, right?
But he still won it. So the point I'm trying to make is when baby Messi was coming from the academy and was part of Champions League twice in the squad, he was wearing number 30. Nobody cares about him. Probably he played like 5 minutes.
Well, look at Thomas Tuchel's Chelsea that won the Champions League.
That is
they
different.
They were in the bench the whole time.
That is different. That's what I said. Messi might win 4 Champions League, but some of them, even himself, might feel like he's not part of it because he didn't really play games. He was a baby from the academy making his way up, and some other people like Samuel Eto'o, you know, they are the people who won it back then. But hey, we're gonna give him credit for Champions League. Okay, congratulations.
Envy does not look nice on you, brother.
No, I don't envy him.
Nice.
I'm a fair man. I'm a fair man. Okay, I tell the truth no matter what the consequence is.
I am too, and Inter Miami are there because they won the league. That's how it goes. Look,
I tell you
if
right
you think
now.
About when they went to Japan, when they went to these other countries for the Club World Cup, right? Who was the team that always was first? It was the team that was holding the country's what is it? The country's host.
Mm-hmm.
They would invite the team that won the league, and there you go.
But in the USA, we already have the Sounders. You know that?
That was last year.
Yeah. So from last year.
Nope.
It's like in Europe, it's like they're counting in like a 2 kind of, you know how in Europe is like a season is not like really a year. So they are looking, listen, I'm telling you right now, if Inter Miami, and that is a very good point, because if Inter Miami didn't win anything this season, last season was going to be the criteria to qualify because they won a cup that you are sabotaging right now. What is called again?
You can say that. You know what my good old friend says? You know what my friend says? He says, that is your theory.
Yeah.
Yep. It's okay, brother. Look, it's all right. Maybe in another galaxy, Messi did go to Chelsea. But in this planet, in this universe, sorry, brother. Sorry.
Yeah, how can you convince somebody who is in a cult? There is no way you can do it. It's just a waste of time. You've been in the cult since where you were born. Messi is very older than you. He's like twice your age. So you've been adoring him since when you were like 8 years old. So how what can I do really to convince you to think outside the box and use common sense? It's impossible. We are wasting our time here because it's impossible. He's the guru. Like today, you know that I don't want to get there, but you know that there are people who still believe in Didi. Didi. Okay?
Oh.
Yeah. And you know that there are people who still believe in like R. Kelly and all they did. Like those big people that did very bad stuff and they got caught and they are in jail. They still have cultists. They still have disciples that believe in every single thing that they did and say they didn't do it. Everything they did was good. That's how cult can be in a human being. Like there is nothing they can do wrong. It's always somebody's fault, somebody else's fault. So
yeah, but Messi's not P. Diddy.
I'm just giving you an example of cult. Messi is a very good example in the community because we never heard about any issues outside or on the pitch. Is a calm guy. But I'm giving you an example that if you are already in the cult of somebody, you just don't say anything wrong, no matter what.
You mean blinded by the truth?
No, it's not the truth. It's like blinded by everything and anything. If you look at even the Georgetown or the story about America, the guy who took a bunch of people and take them to I don't know whatever country and kill all of them. People believe on stuff like that. That's how hard it is to get people from cult. So you are already in the cult. I'm not gonna waste my time convincing you, but one thing is sure. If Messi didn't win anything or he was playing for Atlanta United or he was playing for Minnesota FC or whatever, the criteria was going to be because they were pinks. If you wear pinks as your home jersey, you are qualified for the World Cup. So that's how it is. That is just to show you how desperate they were to get Messi, because Messi is going to sell. Messi is going to come with aura. They're going to make tons of money. They're trying to squeeze every single little penny that left in Messi and Ronaldo. So that is the truth. You know it. You're not going to admit it because you are in the cult.
Well, okay. We'll leave it there. Okay.
Yeah, we'll leave it there.
Now, you said Chelsea is invited because they won the Champions League
yes.
2-3 years ago.
Yes.
Now, what if Manchester City, you said 1-2 in the last 3 times, I think? Or no?
No, they only won one Champions League in their existence.
The last 3 champions go?
Yes, the last 3 champions go. Yeah, from Europe.
So whoever wins it this year isn't going.
That is a very good question, though. I think they're gonna go because the final of the Champions League is gonna be before the World Cup. That is a very good question. Oh man, I never even thought about it before. Let me double check. Yeah, I think it just makes sense, right? It just makes sense that
It would. I mean, it wouldn't be fair if they had to wait a whole year to participate.
Yeah, here is telling me that the winner of 2024-2025 also is gonna qualify. But
nice.
mostly it could be Real Madrid again or Barca. Oh, you're talking about Barcelona, right?
Barcelona's going.
I know where you're going. They're like, oh, we're gonna win the Champions League and we're gonna be there. Oh, I see where your thing
What
is.
do you honestly? What do you predict for Barcelona versus Bayern next Wednesday?
Against Bayern or against Real Madrid?
No, Bayern in the Champions League.
Barcelona against Bayern. Barcelona got a lot of injuries at the moment. They don't even have a good goalkeeper. The goalkeeper is going to be out for a long period of time. They have a Chesney. He smoke like hell. That brother get in the shower. The entire shower, he's going to smoke like 10.
You would have thought that Ancelotti would have taken him since they both smoke.
And then, that is a good point. They have a bunch of kids. Another one just had an ACL injury. Pedri still recovering from injury. They have a lot of injuries. And Lamine Yamal, that's the name.
Yes.
He was sent back home after from the international duty because overload and he wasn't feeling good and he almost got injured. So they sent him back home. And I don't know how. The kid is like 16 years old. He's like 12 years old. And he's playing every single game in the national team. Every single game with Barcelona. This is exactly how Pedri got Ansu Fati. All of them got a very, very bad injuries. They are kids. They are babies. They still need to sleep for more than 9 hours. They still need to play video games with their friends and do the kid stuff, right? So Barcelona, I understand and I admire Barcelona a lot in terms of developing young people. giving young people the opportunity to play with men. But at some point, you need to be careful. You have to give those kids time to grow. You have to give them time to be kids, right? So they are playing them too much. You have a lot of injuries. Christensen, long-term injury. De Jong, long-term injury. But Barcelona still Barcelona. Hansi Flick knows the secret of Bayern Munich. He used to work there, and remember, he punished Barcelona 8. Messi was there. You're not even talking. Messi was there when they got slapped 8-2 against Bayern Munich, right? Where the game is gonna be, away or home, he's gone. Okay, so you say Bayern Munich against Barcelona 3-3. All right, yeah. Where the game is gonna be, I don't even know. It's gonna be away. It's gonna be away or home. I don't really know much about it. So yeah. Yes, Mr. Chosky, just waiting for you. And you are back again. Are you calm now?
You did well, my brother. You did well.
All right.
How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Good.
International break is over now. The club football is back, and let's see what's gonna happen this weekend. Sunday,
Absolutely.
we're going to make a statement away. Liverpool beat them.
Big game. Game.
I'm sorry about that, brother. I'll leave now. You know, I don't like being disrespectful. I'm just leaving like that.
No, you don't. No, you know, we have problems. You know,
StreamYard, when you get a call, then it just cancels out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do appreciate it. I'll be listening to you too. I think you two make a great
Thanks, bro.
a great
fight. A great fight. We're gonna end up by fighting. Don't
listen to Uggs. Don't listen to Uggs.
We need Victor Ba in here, though, man. That's the trio.
Victor Ba on Sunday. If we lose, he's gonna be here. If we don't lose, he's gonna run away.
All right, guys. Thank you very much.
All right, take care, man. Take care. God bless. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right. The floor is yours, Mr. Ice. I've been talking for a long period of time. It's time for you to take over, bro.
No, listen. I am. Football at this time of the year is good. It's good, and I can even go as far back as internationals in Africa. Uggs. Wow.
What happened between Nigeria and Libya?
Well, we'll get there, but the quality of the football and then the talent that a lot of these teams are capturing now. I'm telling you, man.
You mean the quality of international football is high or low?
Very high.
That's strange. That is a little bit strange.
Quality of the product, the game, amazing.
Or probably because I didn't watch many games. I only watched like England and France for sure.
No, I'm saying,
and I didn't see any quality. So
no, I said internationals in Africa.
Oh,
I don't know if you watch any of the. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I didn't watch any of AFCON qualifiers and stuff. No, I didn't.
Oh no, there's a lot of drama, and the quality of football great. A lot of dark horses beat the usual suspects.
Like Ghana got beaten by Sudan, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nigeria got Nigeria.
Nigeria drew. They got a draw against Rwanda, right?
Who?
Nigeria. They drew the game against Rwanda. What was the score?
We were stuck in Tripoli for how many hours?
12 hours.
Yeah. What a story. Listen, I love the dark arts of football. Let's not get it twisted. It's part of the game. If you know football, it's part of the game. However, come on, man. Come on, man.
But people say that is a payback because he did the same thing in your country.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't the same thing. What the difference is, people forgot to. It's the details. Nobody wants to focus on the details. People are focusing on the big picture. the itinerary was set for the Libyans in Nigeria smooth. They decided to change what do you call it?
The landing
yeah, exactly.
airport. Yeah.
Thank you. They decided to change that. And still, the Nigerian FA made provisions to accommodate that change. And then I think the plan for the Nigerian FA was actually to fly them in to Uyo from Abuja. I think so. I'm not sure. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. And these guys decided to take, I think they took a bus.
For how many hours it's gonna take?
I don't know. No, it's not that far. It's not that far.
Okay.
But again, listen, I love the dark arts. This is not the first time we're hearing stories like this, but this is just ridiculous, guys. Come on, man.
No food, no internet, no blanket, no nothing in the airport, like sleeping on the floor.
Come on. It happened. I think it happened to Aubameyang too. Not in the same way, but close.
Not the same way, but it was. They spent a night in one of the airport, and he came back with malaria or stuff like that.
Remember Mikel? Mikel had to pay from his pocket for the hotels.
Yeah.
When they were stuck during the
that's the problem. That was the problem with certain players or certain countries in Africa. I don't want to disrespect them, but I heard, I'm not confirming anything, but I heard that those people, the hierarchy of the federation, they take all the money in their pocket and they do some shady businesses here and there and don't pay. Like,
Let me ask you a question. Where is Sepp Blatter?
I don't know if he's in jail or he's not dead yet, but he's been having a lot of legal issues because of corruption.
Oh, okay. I'm just asking. So again,
what the point you're trying to make?
The point I'm trying to make is African football quality is very high. Very, very high, Ogs. My only before we move on to EPL, my only qualm after this international competition that I watched in African international, I think it was for AFCON, is VAR. When we need VAR, there's no VAR.
There's no VAR in Africa?
There's no VAR for AFCON qualifiers.
Why?
I don't know. That should be on the table, man. That should be on the table.
And probably it cost a lot of money to install those people.
No. It's just part of infrastructure for a lot of these
There's a company that you have to pay for those technology. Even like the goal line technology, they're still getting money from whatever organization is using them. And that could be also an issue of, they don't want to spend.
No, remember the last AFCON? VAR was top class. Very, very ironic to say, but VAR was top class last AFCON. Now, come this AFCON qualifiers, trust me, a lot of deciders were swept under the carpet. A lot of deciders. I couldn't believe I was saying this, man. Just because there was no VAR. So again, apart from that, bro, quality of football, the talent pool, very, very high. A lot of players from continental leagues, coming from African leagues, that are actually shining on these platforms. So listen, I'm pumped, man. Now, fast forward to the EPL, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about it.
And before even we go to there, I always think like international football is going down given the conditions. Like,
no.
What do you expect Nigeria to do after spending 12 hours in the airport with no food, no drinks? And also when people need to travel all over the world, the same players that been playing week in, week out with their leagues. So for me, the way I see it is like even the games that I watched, in Africa, that makes sense because especially when you are coming from your local league and you are from Inyimba or you are from Kotoko and you want to prove people wrong, like, hey, I don't care you play in Europe or whatever, but I can show you that this is my land. So I understand.
No. Calm down. That's not what I'm saying. We're talking. It's not even about showing their talent. It's about the attention coming to them. These guys can play. These guys can play with like audacity football. Ogs.
That's what I'm saying. Like they have to show their talent, and then when they move to Europe, they
can sign.
Yeah, they're Europeanized, and they still like I don't want to go to this. I'm injured or something. But what I'm saying is like when you still there, you wanna showcase. You wanna cook. Really show people like, hey, I'm better than such and such. And the next thing you know, next transfer window, most of them gone to Europe, and that is just like an audition. But some of the games that I watched during this international break were just very disappointing. I watched my team France, horrible football. I don't know even why we won one of the games. And then you watch the USA with Mauricio Pochettino.
Top-class football.
No, listen, we're gonna win. High pressure. We beat Panama. Panama is a country that we always beat all the time.
Yo, stop. No. Here we go again. Oh my God, Mauricio Pochettino hasn't even had a cup of coffee, and he can't drop the cup.
Let me
imagine.
Yes, because he came with the same speech of we're gonna win, no excuses, we're gonna win, and we know how he changed very quickly in the middle of the season at Chelsea. I need time now. This is the guy who said we don't need time in football. Football is about winning now. I don't care about young team. I don't care about injuries. We're gonna win. He came up with a believe we're gonna win here. The first game is Panama. We struggled the first half. I watched the entire game. The second half, boom, 2-0. And then you know how long it took Mexico to beat us. Mexico, we've been beating them for the last 5 years. They became like nobodies. They don't have a good team, but they have the spirit. They beat us. Now, where is the we believe we're going to win? Talk is cheap, bro. Talk is cheap, and not sabotaging Pochettino, but his way of selling his project is a little bit too ambitious. Too ambitious to the point where you believe on certain things, but when the reality starts kicking in, and then...
No, you also have to... No. We're not going to go there. You also have to shine the light on the players. Let's look at the crop of those players, Ogs. Let's actually...
There we go. When Greg was there, when Berhalter was there, it was like, oh, we have the best players in the world playing in the biggest clubs in Europe. You have to win every single game. Now, Pochettino, look at the level of the players that we have. Here we go again. Here we go.
Now you know, here we go. Okay, I'm glad you're paying attention. Now, I'm very glad you're paying attention. Listen, let this man coach a string of games. Can he even come into the compound? You know when you're greeting from outside the gate, good morning, I greet you. Come inside. Let the man.
You know that I wanted to keep him at Chelsea. This is not me having an agenda.
You did not.
No, I wanted to keep him for one more season. You don't follow me. You just pick up certain word just to hit me and to win the debate. I was against him to come to Chelsea. I became a fan and supported him during through
dropped him after 3 games. I remember you. After 3 games, you dropped him.
No, 3 games. I'm one of the few people who say that he needed time. Before even we play 1 game, I was telling you this guy would need time with a brand new team. But you, I don't know, you, Aziz and other guys, they said, no, we are Chelsea. That is what kind of mentality? What kind of Chelsea fan you are? I'm greedy. I want to win now. Don't tell me that we have to wait. You people give me hard time here. You people cooked me.
But do you know why? Let me tell you why.
For me saying that we need time and Pochettino need time.
Don't go far. Don't go too far. Come back. You're running speed. Come back here. Listen, that time when we were telling you that thing about we are Chelsea, which is still true, we are Chelsea. We had this belief in the players from that was very, very high. If you remember, we hadn't really properly. This is when it was still like, you know what, we're going to play with these guys.
But I understand you. I give you credit for that.
Hold on. After 2 games, the truth started coming out. People started saying, what's going on here? They started calling names of players. And then nobody talked about injuries. I'm not here to support Poch, man. All I'm saying is that it's very predictable to start criticizing Poch on day 2. It is a
My problem is this. My problem with Poch is this. He overpromised and underdeliver. He never learned from his lesson.
So has he underdelivered now?
Huh?
Has he underdelivered now?
Well, he lost one. He won one with the USA. What I'm saying is, when you come up with this language of we have to believe we're gonna win, and you have also to take to consideration injuries, to take to consideration the players that you have in hand. My problem is his speech. He sells you something, and in the middle of the season he starts blaming everybody else. He's the guy who refused to give examples about injuries, to give excuses against young team. He refused it, and in the middle of the season the reality starts kicking in. Oh no, I need more time. It's a young team. That's why I always put head to head how it started and how it ended with Mauricio Pochettino, just to show people this is not hate. This is, he said this, and look at how he changed his language very quickly. So learning
my problem with you, Ox, is you're always I don't know why you're always trying to prove yourself right when you know people know it's right. The fact that you're bringing it up says to me that you feel like you don't believe people believe you, eh?
No, because you're giving me hard time here for me stating fact about Pochettino. This is not about me. I'm telling you that this, because you try to make me look like I'm a hater and I didn't want Pochettino. I didn't support him.
Absolutely.
Like the guy, I didn't want him at the beginning, but when you sign for Chelsea Football Club, I support you. And from day one, I told you it's going to take time to gel with this young team. You people say I have a defeated mentality. I'm a loser. This is Chelsea. We have to win. I believed you.
Now, where are you coming up with these words? Where are you coming up with these phrases, Ox?
Because you told me in the same channel. I need a VAR, really. I need to install VAR here. So I can put everything that you guys said. You gave me hard time for saying that we need time with Pochettino. It's not gonna gel the same time. We're gonna struggle. I was back then a loser. Losing mentality. This is Chelsea. We don't want to hear about your crap. All right. And then the season showed us like, hey, Pochettino really needed time. A lot of injuries, a lot of young players. And he came to America here. Oh, we're going to win. Believe. Another thing is his training regime is so bad. 5 injuries. Have you heard? In the national team, in the USA history, in the camp, 5 injuries after a few training sessions, and everybody's gone because they are injured. Like I understand that he wanted people to run, but at the end of the day, this is the national team. You don't coach the national team. You manage them for a short period of time about winning. So if you burn them down in training already, you have a game in 2 days. All of them are going to be tired. They're not going to perform even good. So for him to find a balance, not overtrain them or overrun them in order to save some energy for the real game, he doesn't know how to do it. You don't bring your method from the club to the national team because you only have 2 weeks with them. The coaching part of the players is already done by the club. You have just to come up with strategy to win. But it is what it is. You're not going to believe me. And it is what it is. Anyways, slowly and surely, what time it is?
Cry me a river.
Yes, sir.
Crimea River.
You wanted to talk about the Premier League this weekend or
touch
about something?
Please.
We already talked about the Premier League like for long. we talked about it for an hour. If you want to comment about something in the Premier League, you can bring on the table.
Sure.
Because when I started the show, I went with Enzo Maresca press conference. I put the entire press conference and kind of commented on the press conference, and I went to give the list of this weekend. It's going to be Spurs against West Ham, Fulham against Aston Villa, Ipswich against Everton, Manchester United, Brentford, Newcastle United against Brighton, Southampton against Leicester City, Bournemouth against Arsenal, Wolves against Manchester City, Liverpool against Chelsea, and then Nottingham Forest against Crystal Palace on Monday. So it's up to you to comment on whatever game you want, and we're gonna say goodbye because we have another show tomorrow. So many live streams tomorrow. I'm back. The Premier League is back.
Yes, sir.
If you're having your dinner, I can give you time. I can go and talk about some other stuff.
No, I'm good. Calm down, man. No, man. Calm down. I'm good. For me, I really want to talk about that game.
Liverpool game?
Yeah, big game.
What is your lineup? Let's go from your lineup, and then we're gonna comment on our weaknesses and our strength and stuff like that.
Sure. Number 1, Sanchez.
Okay. Robert Sanchez in goal.
Absolutely. Yeah. Robert Sanchez in goal.
Back 4.
Yes, absolutely. My two center backs, the usual suspects. Wesley
Fofana is suspended.
Oh no.
He got a 5 yellow card.
Are you serious? So maybe this guy can play. Adarabioyo.
Tosin.
Yeah, maybe
it's between Tosin and Disasi. Who is gonna be your choice and why?
Tosin, because he's a level head. He can scan the field. I think his scanning ability is underrated.
Are you not worried about his pace? Because we're gonna play against a team that will attack us like it's like rock and roll football here, right? And if you have a too slow center back like Colwill and Tosin, it could be a disaster. And if you look at Disasi, regardless of the narrative, that guy is very good in the big games. He get the pace and he get the passion in big games. Like, remember when he played against people like Haaland and all that, like he was celebrating tackles and telling people to come on, sing. Passion. I'm telling you.
You're going too far, man. I'm telling you right now.
There's nothing too far. Nothing is small in a game like this.
Let me ask you a question. Even though they are not the same level, what's his name from Holland? The Dutch guy for Liverpool. Their captain.
Van Dijk.
Is he fast?
No.
Ox, calm down.
But
you can listen.
Okay, a very good question. Who is playing alongside Van Dijk? Konate.
Yeah, Konate is an accident.
Who used to listen? That's what I'm telling you. Who used to play with him before that? Joel Matip. And some dodgy and questionable pairing. But it's always they have the best defense because they have the men.
Let me finish. You asked me a question to name my 11, and you're forcing me to change my decision. Now,
no, I'm not forcing you. I'm just giving you my aspect. But yeah, go on with your lineup.
I hear you. However, coming back to what you're saying, pace is irrelevant in this role. Pace is irrelevant. You need a thinking brain. You need a calm head. You need last man. If anybody should keep Liverpool on an offside line, it should be Tosin. If he has to make it, if God forbid nobody makes that mistake, but if you have to keep, if there's a last man that keeps the opposition attacking line on, then yeah. So just manage that line is what I'm trying to say. And I think Tosin can do that job. Remember, Onks, that Cuckoo, or does Cuckoo have red card too? Cucurella.
Yeah, I got 5 yellow cards. He's suspended.
Goodness. Okay, then we should talk about. Now we have to start all over. No, it's over. The fabric of the team is not there because Cucurella is an overlapping guy. He can step in if you beat Tosin on pace. So who's going to play that position now? Okay, hey, this boy from Portugal, man,
Renato Vega.
Yeah, I'll play him, man. I'll tell you know the way I'm gonna play him. Anyways, Maresca is a Division 1 coach. If the way I'll coach that Vega, say, yo, today is your chance. Take Cucurella's jersey from him. Give me a headache, and I think that boy can do it. So yeah, Vega plays in Cucurella's position. Tosin and my boy.
Powell.
Yeah, who I used to criticize at the beginning of this season. So I'm gonna throw my hands up. I went after him beginning of this season. I'm like, what the heck is this guy doing here? Why didn't we sell him? And look at me today. So again, the way that boy transformed his game, Chai. I don't know if he transformed his game or maybe he just grew older. I don't know what happened, man. His football is very, very educated.
And that's why another point, like that's why I always tell you, like, you can be so-called flop today and tomorrow you are world class. You have just to give it a little bit of time. If it's not your time, and remember under Pochettino, and I'm not attacking your boy here, he used to play as a left back. And even the interview that he gave lately, Colwill I'm talking about, is like, it was very difficult, the most difficult time of his career, learning a new position while you are losing games.
Oh, come on, Colwill. Are you going to cry like a baby? What about Saka? Saka played wing back for half of his career. Go and sit down. You haven't done anything yet.
Listen,
look at Saka today. No. We're not going to tolerate that kind of behavior at Chelsea.
And that is the problem with you guys. Is you think that if a Gareth Bale managed to be a left back and a successful winger, everybody need to be the same. Like, there are few people who can do that, to transform well. But if you trying and you keep trying and you keep losing and losing, you know, it's not even if you are winning games. It's during the toughest moment of Chelsea.
You're not understanding what that role is. When you're asked to play in a position that is not yours, okay, they expect you to deliver the bare minimum because by nature you're a footballer. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Deliver the bare minimum. Let us watch you play.
So
football.
why, my brother, you making a good point. You just you refuse to hear the other side of the coin. Why are you gonna complicate life when I know that Ice is a number 9 on our Sunday league? He's gonna score a header and win me the game. And yeah, because Ice is tall, let me play him as a center back. But you have center back there, right? That can do the job. The example I'm giving you against Aston Villa at home, Stamford Bridge, 1-0 to Aston Villa. Colwill, left back. Ben Chilwell, Mark Cucurella, Matson on the bench. They are professional left back. Why are you going to complicate things while you have abundance of people to choose from? I can understand if we are struggling with that position, injuries and all that. And you say...
Which level of football did you play? Which level of football did you play? Did you get paid playing?
I paid my college and everything from football, so I know what I'm talking about. Yes.
But did you get paid playing football? Like,
yeah, I got some money. Yeah.
No, did you play in a professional team? I know university is another level. I respect that, but I'm saying team.
Okay, so what the point you're trying to make?
What I'm trying to say is that a coach, Oggs, you have killed me, you have finished me. Oggs, if a coach prefers a player and is willing to take a risk to sacrifice the Martins of the world, what he's saying to the player is, yo, give me no reason to drop you. You're my guy, but give me no reason to drop you. Look at what I'm doing to give you a spot. Listen, football is politics, Ongs. It is politics. Take the chance. Besides, in the case of what's his name, Levi Colwill, the boy is naturally a defender by DNA. So when you're a defender by DNA, across those 4 lines, those 4 lanes, you should be comfortable. Oggs. It's not like you're pulling him from number 10 to come and play. No, that's not what he did. He leveraged the ability of
you played football.
I got paid playing football, bro. Okay, that's why I like to clarify.
All right, so you get paid playing football. So a full back depending on left back or right back, they got a specific role in modern football. They have to overlap. They have to have ability to defend and also to have the pass to recover and protect also the defense, but also provide in the final third, probably end product, a good cross or something. That's why you have specific players playing from that role and they're doing good and they provide a lot of assists from fullbacks. It's not a normal defensive situation. If you are a center back, your role is not the same as a fullback who is asked
but you're
to
not, hey, Ogs, don't go far. What I'm trying to say, you're not understanding what I'm saying. That if you are a defender, it doesn't matter which position, you should be able to play. Whether it's center back, whether it's left back, as long as you are a defender by DNA. Because when you go to fill out that form, they ask you attack, midfield. If you look at team list, they don't say left back, right back. They say defenders. So that means you guys have the same level of understanding defense.
But that's what I said. Modern fullbacks are not normal, regular kind of your defenders. Mark Cucurella is completely different than Colwill or Van Dijk. They have different role. But yes, they are defenders on paper. But Mark Cucurella is going to invert in the midfield. He's going to sometimes, let me finish, sometimes find himself as a winger, sometimes find himself with a wonderful cross, or Marcos Alonso with a goal from nowhere, boom, top bin, top corner. So this is different role depending, even if they call you defender, the roles
so somebody
are
please help me out. Somebody please help me out. How did Saka do it? I know Saka is a world-class player, but how did Saka do it? How is Ebere Chieze doing it for England?
The problem is you are just picking up example that worked, and you refuse to accept the fact that you might be an IT guy. I'm really very, very limited in my technology knowledge. You refuse to see the natural ability of a player. Yes, there are certain players that you put them whatever position, they're going to cook, they're going to do it because that's what they are. And some people are just limited. They don't have the pace. They don't know how to cross. The guy can't even hit. He always hit the first man, bloody Levi Colwill. And then when he got dispossessed from halfway line, he can't recover because he doesn't have the pace. That's why we conceded so many goals. So why are you forcing in the name of proving your theory about you are a defender and I trust you? Why can't you start by the basics, which is you play from where you feel comfortable, and if we are in crisis, you can now start moving part around. Reece James, we tried him as inverted. We saw what happened in preseason. Very, very poor. Why are you going to kill his ability of crossing the ball? Nobody does cross the ball like Reece James. Why are you going to kill his ability in the name of, oh, because you are a defender, oh, because you are a bowler, you can play from everywhere? We are not in crisis. We have people who can do a better job than the people that we are forcing from the wrong positions.
This is the problem. You're assuming that the coach believes in the same players you believe in. That's the problem. You expect the coach to think like you.
So what was the thinking behind Pochettino while you are losing every single game and you are forcing people out of position? Tell me the thinking behind it and what benefit Chelsea did get from that.
Say that again. Ask me that question again.
The question is, what did we get from forcing Levi Colwill from the wrong position? What is the benefits? Did we win games? No. We were losing pretty much every single game.
Well,
why force it?
Remember, we're building a project. So under the word project, you can make mistakes. You can test and see.
So why are you like? Let me ask you a question. Huh? Just be honest on this one. The way you are trying to make it sound is like just because Cucurella is a defender, we can put him as a center back. You don't take to consideration other aspect of, oh, this guy is a little bit short. Probably he's gonna get to. Let me finish.
No, you're not listening.
Like,
my problem is you don't understand what I'm saying, so I don't want you to go too far. That's all. But keep going. I hear you, man.
Like what I said is you're not gonna play Cucurella as a center back just because he's a defender, because you are killing his ability of going forward and being a fullback and being a midfielder. And he's also short. He's gonna get bullied by Haaland, and he's gonna give the penalty away the way he did few times that we played against City. So you don't take to consideration other aspect of individual quality. For you, is that black or white? You are a defender or you are a professional football player. You must be able to play from.
You're not understanding what we're saying, but you're not understanding what I'm saying, but I don't no need to beat a dead horse. Let me continue with my team. So
okay, let's go.
Center back, Levi and West. But now that West is not available, Tosin plays that position. On the left, we'll try our Portuguese brother, Veiga. On the right, Gusto, obviously. Central midfield. This one's very interesting. I'll try Enzo and Kaiche. And then right in front of them, Kopapa. Then the usual suspects on the wings. Number seven. Nonso Madeke.
He's not 7. He's 11.
He's a lefty?
No, he's number 11. I thought you were talking about the shirt numbers.
No, position.
Okay, so
I'm talking about
Nonso Madueke from the right-hand side, yeah.
And this man, number 11. Sancho, number 11. And then our main man is going to be the usual guy, Nicolas.
Okay.
What's yours?
Mine is not Tosin. It's going to be Sassy.
Okay.
And not Enzo Fernandez.
I see what you did there.
Not Enzo Fernandez. It's gonna be Romeo Lavia. And if you have a question, I can explain to you, because when I start talking, you say you're going too far. If you wanna ask me question, I am ready to answer to you specific questions about my lineup.
I'm hearing you, the fact that you're second guessing your you choosing Lavia is very funny.
It's not like he been fit for a long period of time. He been training with the team. It's just because we didn't want to rush him back. But I think he's more.
So when you finish, I'll critique your team. When you finish, I'll listen.
He's more than capable to handle. And the way I see it is, we are lacking Cucurella. We are lacking West with their quality. The game is going to be won or lost in the midfield. You have your first layer of defense is your attack. You Cole Palmer, you Sancho, you Jackson, you Palmer. That is the first layer of your defense. And the second
don't forget Nonso.
Yeah, and Nonso. And the second layer of your defense is your midfield. And then the third one is the usual suspect, everybody in the defense. Now, if you have a very weak midfield, you let your defense exposed. We've been seeing how somebody like nobody want to talk about because you're going to be abused. He been poor. Let's be honest. Everybody is blaming everybody else. They don't want to talk about him because he's untouchable. Oh, look at Argentina. No, this is Chelsea we're talking about here. If we have to talk about players performing in their national team, what about James Rodriguez? Always top class, world class with his country, Colombia. When it comes to clubs, the rest is history. So I am sick and tired of hearing it's Enzo Maresca's fault. It's Jorginho's fault. It's Mason Mount's fault. It's the Pope. Oh, it was raining. It's Enzo Maresca's system. Why did he play him number 8? Or why did he play in as a number 6? Every position you put him, if we struggle, it's somebody's fault. So we don't even know what is the position. So I will go with Lavia because he's defensively solid, offensively very solid, and I want warriors in that midfield. Otherwise, we're gonna get undone easily. Easily. Gravenberch is out of this world right now. Soboslai, out of this world. McAllister, out
Very
of
true.
this world. And then you have Mo Salah bumping from the wings. We're gonna be a rock and roll. We're gonna be under siege, under pressure. We need people who can help us in the midfield, and we can't afford to have a passenger in that game. But it's not gonna happen though, because Enzo is untouchable. The manager is not gonna touch him. The owners are pushing him to be successful because of the amount of money that they spent on him. But realistically, it's clear if he was like a 20 million player, he was going to be on the bench. Everybody was going to start talking about it, but because he cost money and won the World Cup and trophies with Argentina, you can't touch him. It's somebody's fault, not his fault. So that is the logic. Well, I already talked about Disasi instead of Tosin, just because we're going to be under siege and we need pace. Okay, we need passion and pace.
But who has the tendency to fall asleep on the wheel?
No, like Disasi did few times, but most of the time he did against the so-called smaller teams. Look at the game against Arsenal. Look at the game against Liverpool. He even scored against Liverpool last season. Look at the 2 games against
Very true.
2 games against Manchester City. He was celebrating tackles. He got man of the match, I think, in both games, home and away. Like, there is something in him that tells him, this is a big game, this is your time. He tend to slip or pass the ball at the back and score an own goal and stuff like that in the so-called small teams. But when it comes to, when it matters, that guy got the passion, the energy, and the pace to give something different. Tosin is a very good player, very calm, composed on the ball, and he's very, very good when we play low blocks. He can break the lines, and he can have time on the ball. Nobody is putting a lot of pressure on him. But against Liverpool, my brother, I'm telling you right now, save this. We're going to be under a lot of pressure, and we need somebody who is aggressive. That's it. That's what I wanted to say.
Let me tell you something.
Yes,
Sir. The
Yes,
only way I buy that lineup is Disasi plays right wing and you bench, what's his name?
Gusto?
Yeah.
No, bro.
Yeah. Exactly.
What are you smoking?
Exactly. But you rather use Disasi. You say, what am I smoking? But you rather use Disasi in centre back. You see your logic?
Yes. My logic makes sense because that is his position. And every time we play him from like the right back position, he's poor. Aziz, thank you for the donation, my brother. Hell, my brother, unfortunately, I am at work. Yeah, man. Get some money, man. Get that dollar going. God bless you, man. Tomorrow we are back again. Sunday we are back again. So we have time to discuss.
Bros, I see you.
So, yeah, and that is another situation. You're talking about Disasi being a right back. That is not his position. He plays there because we are in crisis. We have a lot of injuries, and that is understandable. But when you have everybody fit, Reece James fit, Chile fit,
a lot of these players,
everybody, Madsen fit, Cucurella fit, and you play Mr. Colwell as a left back for the heck of it, somebody who can't even freaking cross the ball, who is horrible, and you force him there for just to make your point. For me, that is just it's just being arrogant for no reason. I don't see what we were trying to achieve. Achieve what, really? Nothing. Nothing to achieve. And then you put a bloody Badiashile in the defense. And then Colwill as a left back. What kind of world you are living?
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Let me ask you a question. How many positions has Vega played so far this season?
That is another exceptional player that will develop and become
right.
And that's what I said. Like, yes, because Vega is doing it doesn't mean that Jorginho is gonna do it. We had this kind of conversation for years with you. Nobody is gonna convince you because you are a car seller. You are a car dealer. Nobody is gonna convince you.
No, it's because I played the game and I understand the politics of the game.
The politics
of football.
The problem is.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
If you need to be influential in your team, you have to be able to perform when called upon. I know that sounds very like literature, like a poem.
That is understandable. That is spot on.
It's not understandable. It is not, because people are still talking about play him in the right position. What do you mean play him in the right position? It's on the defensive line, Oggs.
But the problem is, why are you forcing people when you are not in crisis? We understand this Disasi playing a fullback because Rhys James is not there, and also Malo Gusto is injured. Why are you forcing this guy from that position? That is the question here. What are we trying to achieve? We want to win games. We are not here to experiment anything or to try to develop some kind of misunderstanding system. The guy is poor. Everybody knows about it. Why are you playing him there? And this is the same discussion that we had for years with you, because you are a Jorginho Frello guy. And you were talking about Callum Hudson-Odoi. When he's on the pitch, he need to grab the shirt. You've been given a chance. And my question always been, my brother, if everybody, because they are professional football players, they have to play every position. Yes. But when it comes to Jorginho, would you play Jorginho as a winger or a wing back? Oh, no. That doesn't apply. And that is where the problem starts. If you're talking about everybody, and
you don't
there
understand
are
what
exceptions.
I mean. Oggs, let me ask you something. Do you think a striker can come and play in the defense and succeed?
Yes.
Very well.
Yes.
Okay. Do you think a defender can go and play number 9 and score goals?
Yes. I've seen it, and I will give you even an example.
Give an example.
John Stones plays at number 9 1 or 2 times for Pep Guardiola, scored all the time that he played there. Zinchenko played as a number 9 while Gabriel Jesus was on the bench, according to Pep Guardiola, and then he ended up by scoring. I've seen Samuel Eto'o in the final of the Champions League. Oh, I don't know if it was a final or a semi-final or something like that. Mourinho told him, listen, brother, I know scoring goals is your job. We have a lot of suspensions and a lot of injuries. I know what you can do. Give me 90 minutes as if you never, this was your last game to play in football. You are going to be my left back. Samuel Eto'o was the best left back in the world that season, in my opinion.
This is what I'm trying to tell you, that if a coach,
you don't let me finish.
No. I don't need to let you finish. Hold on, just 1 second, and then you can go.
Yes. Yeah.
This is the reason why a coach plays his own politics. There's no reason Jose couldn't have used a natural winger in that game, but he needed his men. And Colwill, obviously, is Mauricio Pochettino's man in the football term.
But you don't let me finish. That's why you didn't get it.
Because you're not understanding me. You're not
Because
understanding
it
me,
was
bro.
for one game, and for 99.9999% of other games, Samuel Eto'o was in his place.
Oh, so now it's about
goals.
okay. So now it's about one game. Why are you using them as examples? You should be talking about people who played in an uncomfortable position for a stretch of time, like Levi Colwill.
But that is where we don't agree. Because
there you go. There you go.
Because why? Why are you forcing Samuel Eto'o to continue playing as a left back when everybody is fit and when people are back from
Then you
from
not use that as an
suspension?
example. Then don't use it as an example when I ask you how many strikers play defense and how many defenders play striker. Don't use those examples. Use
No,
people that
that's why I said that, like you're trying not to understand me here. The problem is I know many of them, but I don't know anybody that played there for the entire season for the heck of it, while they have players that can do the job better than them sitting on the bench. That is my case. Like, don't try to be a genius here while everything is simple. So that is my point. Like,
it happens in every team. There's no reason why Enzo Fernandez should be starting every game. That's what I'm saying. You see how you're contradicting yourself, Onks? There is no reason why Enzo Fernandez should be starting every game.
And I didn't say that. I didn't put him even in my lineup. Remember that. So what are you trying to accuse me of?
Read between the lines, bro.
You are confused, bro.
Of course you'll be confused.
You are confused. The bottom line is you believe on what you want to believe, bro. And what I believe is the principle, the basics of football is play people from their natural position and only change position when somebody feel more comfortable and you know he can perform from there or you can develop him there. And also, when you are in crisis, like last season we had so many injuries and then you decide, okay, help me out until people comes back. That is understandable. But forcing somebody when you have many people. So let me ask you this question. Don't ask me a question over a question over a question, because you do that just to beat me up and win the debate. So let me just ask you this question. Answer me honestly. Who are you gonna choose between Marc Cucurella and Levi Colwill to play as your left back? Choose one.
Of course, Marc Cucurella.
All right. Why?
Because Marc Cucurella is just crazy. Everybody knows why I picked him. He's just a crazy player. That guy, put him striker, he will score goals because of his mentality. It's not even about his game. It's the way he applies himself as a professional.
Okay, so why are you gonna play Colwill when Cucurella is on the bench?
Because
does that make sense?
Because the coach probably favors Colwill over Cucurella. You see, the thing is, fans think the coach think like them. No, the coach, they have their own schemes, Ogs. They have their own schemes. They are listening to us and they're laughing. I remember when I talk about coaches personally, of course, it's always the way
So you're talking about favor and not about justice here.
I'm not talking about favor. I'm talking about a coach prefers players. That's people are surprised that Sterling left.
But the coach prefer players that you win you games or will lose you games. What do you prefer?
When you ride out, when you know the saying, Ogs, ride or die. When you ride or die with your guy or your girl, it is ride or die. Whether you're winning, whether you're losing, you still believe in your player. That is what I'm saying. Some of these players, some of these coaches come in and say, I want this guy. I want this. Who, as a matter of fact, even Nonso Madeke, I'm almost saying that Mauricio Pochettino threw him a lifeline. All players have their own coaches.
Yeah, that is understandable. And for me, I'm going to call that favoritism. And that has
Here we go. That balance.
That has no place in football. You have to use players who can perform and who can deliver for the team. Instead of, I want to. If you favor somebody, at least play them where they feel more comfortable.
Not only that, Not only that.
Okay, so
depends on-
what do you think about?
Hold on, Ogs. Let me just finish my statement, please. So what we're trying to say is this: if it comes down to it, and you're asked as a defender, you're a left back, you're a right back, you're a centre back. You're a centre back. They ask you to play right back in this game. You're a right back. They ask you, can you play left back for me? Please, I need you in this game just because of what you bring to the table. I need you to play that position, dude. Take the opportunity and run. Philip Lam. Anybody know Philip Lam in this stream?
Yeah, he's a legend. Everybody pretty much knows him. So the point you're trying to make is only the players that walk nicely, and there are many of them out there. You can say Saka, you can say Gareth Bale, who changed positions, but there are certain people who tried and didn't do it, and we shouldn't be forcing them. That's the problem. We have natural abilities. If I can't do it, you can't force me.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
What's better for Levi Colwill? To sit on the bench?
No.
Hold on. Sit on the bench or take the opportunity? What's better?
For me, if you're gonna deliver and we are winning, take the opportunity. But if you're gonna be on the pitch and then make me lose because of your stupidity, you can't do it, and then don't even play. Sit on the bench. I want somebody who can win me. I want a Cucurella who can make overlaps, who can invert and go and score me a goal, than bloody Levi who can't even freaking cross the ball. That's the way it is. If you are on the pitch there, you take your opportunity, you cross the ball properly, we are winning games. That is another story.
Who says Levi cannot cross the ball?
He didn't.
No, hold on.
He was hitting the first man all the time.
Did you say that Levi cannot cross the ball? I just want to understand that.
Yes, he can't, because we saw him in so many games. We were poor and we lost almost every single game that he was a left back, bro.
I got a question for you. What is the range? How far can Levi pass the ball?
His range is very, very good from the back. He can even give an assist from his position as a center back. But like I said, as a full back is a completely different role. And as you see the pitch in the different angle from whatever position you are on the pitch.
Let me ask you a question. Is Trent a world-class player?
Yeah, I can say so. Yes. For me, yes.
Why?
Because of what he's able to do, and he's just world class. He won trophies, he crossed the ball properly, gives a lot of assists, feel comfortable on the ball, got weaknesses just like anybody else, including Messi, can have difficulty defending, but it doesn't take away that he's one of the GOAT and he does his thing. So every player is going to have his strength and weaknesses, and it doesn't take away their status of world class.
Exactly. So if you cannot play in a position that doesn't favor you, don't blame the system, blame yourself. You can't do everything. That's what I'm trying to say. If you cannot do it, that's fine. Don't make people feel it's the coach. No. A chance was given to you to play ball. This is the coach saying, bro, there's no spots in this team, but I'm going to put you in this position. Prove me wrong or prove me right. It's just simple, basic team building, bro. Ogs.
I can even understand that if there were better players in the defense and Levi Colwill couldn't get into the team. But don't tell me that Badiashile was better than Colwill. Disasi was better than Colwill. Thiago Silva, you can make a case. But Thiago Silva, most of the last season, he was injured or frozen by Pochettino. So don't tell me right now that it was mostly Disasi and Badiashile, and you're going to tell me those players are better than you. So if you are given whatever position, just fight and grab the shirt.
Yes. Yeah. Aye, God bless you. Yes. Thank you. That's all I wanted to say, and you beat me to the chase. Thank you.
No, probably I didn't get you. What I didn't
Thank
agree with
you.
you. I'm not agreeing with you.
This is all I'm saying, bro. Go get that shirt, man.
And
Stop
wow,
complaining.
that like you forgot my first part of my speech. I said, if you have better players in your position, let's say now, for example, Sancho is cooking. How can you take him off? No way. And then you have.
Listen,
let me finish this
no,
before I
Ox,
forget.
before
I will
you go
forget
fast.
this.
Okay, go.
So Sancho is cooking from that position, right? And then he's better than you. He's better than, in my opinion, that is just my own opinion. He's better than Neto from the left-hand side. He's better than Mikhailo Mudryk. He's better than the young man from the academy. His name is Tariq George. He's better than all of them, in my humble opinion. I'm not going to impose you. I think Sancho got that place for me all day long. Every time, until he's tired or injured, I don't want to move him from there.
Ogs, how many people played with Levi? Name the 3 left backs that year when Levi Colwill was playing. Name the rest of the left backs.
The rest of the left back,
Yeah,
like professional
options,
left back.
No, the options we had in that position.
Okay,
name
the options we had: Madsen, we had we had Chile, Ben Chilwell, and then we had Cucurella. Regardless of what you think of them.
There you go.
Let me explain. Yes, because you don't just call people flop for no reason. Ben Chilwell is the guy who won us the Champions League. He's the guy who won us the Club World Cup, and he won us the Super Cup. So regardless of the narrative, that is his position. Madsen, he moved from Chelsea. He was the player of the season in the Championship the previous year. He moved from Chelsea, went to Dortmund. Awesome. Team of the season. Like, he got like back-to-back man of the match in the Champions League against PSG. That tells you that whatever the narrative is, the kid can still cook from that position. And then you have Cucurella, crazy hair, running all over the place, overlapping, crossing the ball, can nick you a goal. Look at the option. 3 big option. What is your question? What is your question? What are you going to say now?
And you don't think Levi Colwill can compete with that pool?
Never, ever. He's nowhere. He can't even tie the shoes of Marc Cucurella from that position. Impossible. The guy is slow like a snail. The guy can't cross the ball. But you know what he's good at? Calm organization from the back, long pass, and clearing the ball from the ball. Like, he's good at what he does. Don't try to complicate life for him. He's not that player. He's
That's
not
why these
fast.
players are so soft. That's why they're so soft.
No.
Let
me tell you something. John Terry was also very, very, very slow. And he had Cahill, he had Carvalho, he had people who can complete him, his weaknesses, but he was very intelligent. He's passing from the back, the leadership and everything. It didn't make him soft. If you tried John Terry from the left back position, he's gonna be very poor. It doesn't mean that he's captain. He's not captain, legend.
How do you know he's going to be very poor? How do you know?
Because Jose Mourinho wasn't crazy enough to try different, to be a magician, to try to create something so people can go, oh wow, look at Colwill, look at how Pochettino transformed.
Between John Terry and Levi Colwill, who is of the age that can learn different positions right now? At that time, in their prime.
Well, John Terry was.
Thank you.
Listen.
Thank you.
John Terry was captain of Chelsea at the age of 21. All right? And Ranieri wasn't crazy enough to play him as a left back. So you can tell, yeah, you're still young, you can still learn. You don't learn the pace, bro. somebody like Usain Bolt is Usain Bolt, and some of us are slow, you're not gonna catch up with him. That's why
you can learn to use your skill to apply yourself in that position. Just like this boy that plays for Canada, Jonathan David. That's another player that can play midfield. He actually plays number 10. And he can play number 11 and 7. No, number 3. Can play either number 3, number 2. And that number 10. So again, if you're asked to do the business, you better show up, man. None of this softness. Please put me in the position that I like so that I can do what I can do best. Nah.
But I remember, I don't know if you or I'm putting a word in your mouth. Correct me if I'm wrong. But
Pause.
I remember you saying something about Enzo Fernandez because you started being fan of him. And one of the shows, somebody in the show said that because the manager is not using him properly and he need to be more in the deep role, and somebody say he need to be in more advanced positions. What is your position on that one?
Yeah.
What is your position?
It's all on Enzo. For me, it was on Enzo. That is the reason why I was at the end. I stood by Pochettino. Because I feel the players let him down. I'm not a Pochettino guy, but people were hiding the inabilities of these players at that time under Pochettino. Pochettino was coaching a bunch of just rookies. Now they are gradually Ogs. Now they are picking up 1 kilometer at a time. They're beginning mileage. They're picking up mileage, and with mileage, you can see now they're a little more relaxed. You understand? But listen, that time horrible. We couldn't retain ball in the midfield. We couldn't control the ball. You can't receive the ball from your defenders. When I mean receive, when you collect the ball, and by the time you turn, you engage attack. We haven't seen that in ages, bro. Which is a huge part of getting that goal from midfield. So listen, if you can play. None of this nonsense. If you can play, obviously.
I'm not gonna have you as my coach. When we organize our Sunday leagues here, you are not my coach, bro. You are so tough. You think, you believe, this is the problem with people who played in a good level, who think that everybody need to be like them. That's why you struggle to see top players being top managers, because they are so, why can't you do this? Because it's too easy for them. It needs to be easy for everybody. So you don't take to consideration natural ability of a player. You think if you are a defender, they call you a defender, whatever position it is. Where is your pace? Can you play with your head? Your head good? Look at Jackson, how he was very poor with his head. Now he's improving. But look at him. Just because you are number 9, some of them can't head. Mbappe, awful. He can't head the ball, that brother. And you will see people with weaknesses like this. Don't try to force the nature, because those little things you learn them when you were a kid and you're growing on the street and learning those tricks. When you are a certain age, I'm talking age as French here. We're talking English, bro. What's going on here? So at a certain age,
feel free to speak French. I'm with you, man.
Okay, so at certain age, it's almost impossible for you to learn how, how can you learn how to be fast? How can you learn how to overlap and cross the ball as a winger? It's difficult. Some people can do it. Some people can't do it. That is the nature. But for you, it's like, okay, you are a professional. You made it to this level. Whatever position I give you, do it. Grab your shirt, which is good. And that means I like you. But there are so many people in your position who are better than you. And if you don't accept the new position I'm giving you, you will be on the bench or out of the team altogether. That is understandable. But when you have the entire crew there, and you are better than other players, and they are forcing you from the wrong position.
Thank you. Stop right there. Thank you. You're paying attention. Thank you. God will bless you for me, my brother. God will bless you for me.
This guy.
Exactly. You do it on the biggest stage. Hi, Oggs. Try Oggs.
I don't know even what you mean by that, but
Oggs is laughing.
What is your score prediction for tomorrow? We're gonna try to conclude the show very, very, very soon.
Oggs, my brother.
Yes.
When you want to give a guy an opportunity in an uncomfortable position, do it on the biggest stage. Like what's his name? Ryan Bertrand.
Yes, in the Champions League final.
My brother. People will say he was crazy. Remember how many people were on the bench? Let's remember the bench. Who could have played that position?
Okay, nobody. And let me explain to you why. We had Ramirez suspended, Ivanovic suspended, David Luiz playing with one leg with a lot of injection. He couldn't even run. We had to force him to play the Champions League final. Who else was suspended? John Terry suspended. The crazy who else? No, the crazy Portuguese guy was there. Mireles. He was there. We had, I don't know, I'm an old man here forgetting stuff, but we had at least 5 key players that couldn't make in that team.
There were close to 3 good players that were on the bench at the same time too. Listen,
like who could have played?
Hold on. That move, I believe, is the reason why Ryan Bertrand finished. I'm not sure if he's done, but that's the reason why he became a professional in football. That move showcased his talent and his relentlessness. They put him in a position for the first time. He took it and ran, and he put together an ace performance.
But my brother, good point. But do you think if Chelsea had John Terry, they had Ramirez, they had Ivanovic, Bertrand was going to play in the Champions League final? No, that everybody knows about it because it was in case of emergency, in case of crisis. Do you think Mourinho is going to play Samuel Eto'o as a left back if everybody was fit? No. Listen, but you do the job you are given because you understand, and you perform even better because you understand people count on me. I have to make proud. Everybody need to be proud of me because we are struggling with some issues. But when you are not struggling with issues, why are you going to play Daniel Sturridge when you have Didier Drogba? Bro, let's be honest.
No. Stop. Why are you comparing? Who are you comparing to Daniel Sturridge with that boy? What's his name? The Dutch boy that we sold to Dortmund. What's his name? You want to tell me that boy is better than Levan Cowell as a player, as a natural player? Come on, man.
Come on, in that position.
Respect yourself.
Yes,
man.
Madsen.
Come on.
As a left back.
Where's Madsen today at Aston Villa? Where is he?
Yeah, he's playing football.
Where?
At Aston Villa.
Which position?
Left back.
Left back from where? From the bench.
No, you don't watch games. They've been rotating. He's been playing, even starting in Champions League games. Right. I watch every single game. Right. I do watch along. You know that. That's how you use him. That's the problem. That's also.
How you use him. That's how you use him. That's the kind of player he is. That boy cannot give you kilometers in the EPL.
No. They are rotating a team for a reason because they want to finish top 4 and they want to go.
How many years? Many years? Who has a longer tenure in football? Daniel Sturridge or Liverpool? Or at this same age?
What do you mean? I don't get your question.
Who is older?
Oh, you comparing now Madsen and Liverpool?
Yeah, who is older?
They are almost the same age. They are 21.
There you go. You go.
So what is your question? My
question is why don't you see it debatable that Liverpool can play that position that
football is not about age, bro. If you look at Yamal, are you gonna say,
I'm not saying Yamal, I'm saying ability. You think those long passes that Levi throws, you think they will not be beneficial from the left wing?
No, because you see the pitch in a completely different angle. And your role as a fullback, depending on your right or your left, we call them fullbacks. you see the pitch in a different angle. You shoot the ball in a different angle depending if you are righty or you are lefty. Every single area of the pitch is different from you. You played football. You understand your tactics need to change, depend on the position that you find yourself on the pitch.
When you use a different player in a different position, it throws a lot of teams. Thank you. Chad.
No, I'm not even agreeing with you. Don't agree with me.
Thank you so much, Ox. I appreciate you.
That's what I said. Like some people won't adapt because you have the line. You know, when you are a center back, you have the whole pitch in your middle, in the center. You can see every angle. When you are from the left-hand side, you are close to the line. All right? You see the pitch in a different way. You're not going to be able to pull the same kind of pass that you are doing from the center-back position. Why is it so hard for you to understand that?
The reason why it's so hard for me to understand it is it should be like an opportunity for the player. Take it and run. Take it and run. Don't complain.
And what happened? He didn't take it. He didn't run with
absolutely. Listen, they gave him the opportunity. Callum Hudson-Odoi got the opportunity. Who else got the opportunity? And if you don't take it, you don't take it. Now, though, my goodness, like I said to you, Ox, very educated football. Very educated football. He and Wes. I wish Wes is playing too. I was building my team around Wes. Now that's my guy, Wes. And then that partnership guy, watch out, man.
Why are you breaking a partnership like Wes and Colwill just because you want to make a point? You want to develop Colwill, for example, from a left back position. Why are you going to do that? Does that make sense to you?
What are you talking about?
What I'm talking about is you're talking about a partnership between Wes and Colwill, right?
Yeah.
Is working very good at the moment. So imagine if it was Pochettino and he break that bond and try to play
exactly that. Then you have to now prove why you made that move. What Ogs? Oh my brother, Ogs, you need to go and drink one for me today, my brother.
I don't drink alcohol.
You have to. Thank you. When you make outlandish decisions like that,
the point I'm trying to make here.
No,
I'm not gonna, let me just finish.
Let me finish before you talk, because you're trying to run away. Listen, what I'm trying to say is simple. It is simple, my brother. True or false? Why are you running away from me?
No, the problem I'm trying to say here, don't fix something that is not broken. If Tosin and John Terry are doing good, don't try to separate them just so you can make your point. Like, oh, Tosin.
Who was a successful person? Who was a successful person in that position that Levi displaced? Who?
Which position are you talking about?
That position when Levi played on that wing. Who was playing in that position earlier for a long time before Levi came?
Ben Chilwell.
Exactly.
And also Mark Cucurella.
Injury. Those guys weren't. You remember those guys weren't injured at that time.
They were on the bench. If you are on YouTube, let me show you. Because I talk with fact. Let me pull some of the lineup under Pochettino. But you're not gonna see it on StreamYard though, unless if you have a computer that you are watching YouTube. I can pull up and give.
Pull it up.
Let me just find it. I don't know if I can find it really easily, but no. Let me see. No. No. I want to prove you like they were fit, all of them. No. Why is doing this? I have to scroll down because I posted it a few days ago on social media somewhere, but I forgot what it was, a reply to somebody, or I posted myself just to show you some example of Mr. Pochettino. How was? Let me see. Scrolling down. Be patient.
Is that Eden Hazard? Did he get a team?
What do you mean?
I saw Eden Hazard wearing a jersey.
Oh yeah, he made a jersey, a customized jersey
Okay.
with all the teams that he played for.
Oh, nice.
But the majority of the color was blue.
Nice.
And the chest, like the logo, was Chelsea. So it tells
Nice.
you that
Chelsea's on his mind.
Chelsea is in the. Okay, so probably this one is gonna help. I don't know if you can see it, but
I can see the girls, right?
this is the sign that I made back then to say Colwill is not a left back. And look at this. I don't know why it's not loading here. What the heck? Wait. Why is it not loading? Okay, so I don't know if you can see.
Mm-hmm.
I can see.
I can see your lineup, yeah.
Okay, so lineup here. This is one. I can show you even 5 of them. No problem. We have time for that. Just to confirm everything that I just said. All right.
Show me the subs. Show me the subs in those games too.
Okay, so this is Chelsea against Aston Villa at Stamford Bridge. It was September the 24th, 2023, last season, almost a year ago.
Yeah.
Starting 11, Robert Sanchez in goal. Back 4, Levi Colwill, Thiago Silva, and Axel Disasi. Malo Gusto from the right-hand side. And then we have Mikhailo Mudryk. Let's go. The name has very. Let me just put it bigger here on the screen. Let me close some windows because the window that I'm watching is very. Give me just a second. Yeah, I have to make it big here. Okay. Moises Caicedo. I already said Mikhailo Mudryk, and Enzo Fernandez, and then Mr. Conor Gallagher also in the midfield. And then we had Raheem Sterling playing from the right-hand side. From the left, of course, I already said Mikhailo Mudryk. And from the middle, we have Mr. Nicholas Jackson. Bench, Ugo Chuko, Ben Chilwell.
Go.
Mark Cucurella, David Washington, Cole Palmer. I don't know. There is something in my screen that is not really allowing me to read. And Jan Madsen, Petrovic, and Lucas Bergstrom. That is another goalkeeper, a young kid from the academy. So, look at your bench. Ben Chilwell, Mark Cucurella, Jan Madsen. All of them professional left back. That's what they do for living. That's what they've been doing since day one. Since when they were 5, 6, that is their position. They've been doing it, and that's how they make their livings.
It just says to me that Poch knows how to coach young players.
Right?
He knows
like who?
Like Harry Kane.
Okay, so
yeah, calm down. Like Dele Alli, calm down.
What this has to do with playing people out of position? I thought you wanted proof.
No. You know why? Because it made him a bigger player than he is today. He takes more responsibility because he has played the ugly side.
How?
He played in uncomfortable positions. Listen, the only way you make it in football is how successful you are in uncomfortable positions. It's not always going to be a comfort zone. No, you don't belong to my team, bro.
But in that uncomfortable position, we ended up by losing. So what the point are you trying to make?
But look at him today. He's
because he is back in his natural position. He even gave an interview, bro. When we finish here, go on the Green Turf YouTube channel, search for Levi Colwill interview. You're gonna see something about Levi Colwill. Right? I put it in one of the channels. What he say, it was a very difficult moment for me, a position that I never played my entire life. It was hard. No, it's not when. That is the truth. It's like you are a mechanic or you are a manager or something, and somebody is telling you to be a doctor. You're gonna say, no, I'm a nurse, I'm not a doctor, I'm not gonna take that. It's not one. That is telling the truth. Or listen, let me give you a easy thing. Because I have my girl here. she can't drive the stick shift car, right? So when she's used to automatic cars and whatever, she can't drive the stick shift.
Yeah.
And that is different. Don't force because he doesn't know how to do it.
You choked. Now, if you compare her to go in that position than somebody who hasn't driven before, or somebody that just started as an auto guy, who is better?
Who's better on what? What is
in driving?
Driving, if you don't know how to drive a certain car or stick shift, you won't drive. Period. You don't know how to do it.
The reason why we learned how to drive with stick shift, I learned how to drive with stick shift, is because the whole idea is so that when you go out there, you can drive any car. And that is the reason why automatic is not even driving. I call that sleeping.
Okay.
Yeah, you learn with shift. You learn with shift because you are you are more engaged to the acceleration and the acceleration of the car.
And changing the speed need to be you. You are in control instead of the car being in control.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. Yes.
And absolutely. That doesn't make you less. It doesn't make you. That's why I'm saying. So let's say Cole will be driving automatic cars, and all of a sudden change to, because it's easier for you to change from the stick shift, because you know that is easy to go to automatic because pretty much the car is doing the job for you.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. So if you can play, you can play. You can transport your talent wherever you are and double on it.
It doesn't work that way. No, it doesn't work that way, bro.
That's what I'm saying. You see? So again, and in the case of Cole, it's not even automatic to. It was not even shift to automatic. It's automatic Toyota to driving automatic Honda.
What's the difference?
Exactly. There's no difference because they're both automatic. So he is a defender as Cucurella. Thank you.
I'm exhausted. I finished all the examples in the book just to make you understand, but you are determined. You are determined not to understand anything.
I really appreciate you. That's what I'm trying to say. What is the difference between automatic Toyota and automatic Honda? You said nothing. You actually.
But that's why I tell you. Yeah, go on. Because he's not automatic. You can't do certain things. That's why I say they are different. He's not a left back, and Chilwell is not a center back. Madsen is very short to be a center back. So just because you are a defender, there are positions that you can't play because of your natural abilities. That is.
You think he's better than Disasi?
Huh?
Do you think he's better than Disasi?
Who?
My boy, Levi. Yeah.
Well, in terms of, like, first of all, he plays more from the left-hand side of the center back, and I will, unless
there
if we
go.
But why you don't wanna details? You just wanna go to black or white. It's not black or white. You know, like, you can't compare people who are not in the same position. In terms of, like, overall center back, I would say Cole could be, because I see a lot of stuff that I like from him. But I think that's why you have a pairing in the defense. One from the left-hand side, one from the right-hand side. There is for a reason. People have left foot and right foot for a reason. God created that for a reason. And football is made the way it is, with all the lines and everything, and somebody need to be a certain position for a reason. Okay? And if you wanna just kill the nature and think, yeah, because of this you have to do everything, my friend, it doesn't work that way. Anyways, Ice, you have to close this shop and we are out here.
Brother, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. We do this. When is your next show?
Tomorrow for sure, because we have so many. I haven't decided on the game that I would do watch along. Probably the Arsenal game.
Who are they playing?
I think they're playing away against Bournemouth.
Oh no, that's 3 points in the bag, yeah?
No, don't say that. You know that Bournemouth almost beat us, right?
But Sancho!
Almost beat Chelsea, and Arsenal got Odegaard out. Saka got a knock. He's not gonna play.
Yeah.
Who else?
Yo,
They
Liverpool is gonna collect at least 3 goals this weekend from us.
So it's not gonna be that easy. Or you're going to Bournemouth and you're gonna win. It could be a very complicated game for Arsenal.
You think so, eh?
Yeah, they almost beat us, bro. They hit the post twice. Remember that they missed the penalty.
My problem with Arsenal is they have learned how to play the long game. That's a problem. You know, I've seen them. I hate when they win those games. I rather they tie or lose those kind of games because you gain credits. Like in Nintendo, you gain more credits as you go through different obstacles.
Yeah,
and
they learn how to win like even in extra time. Like
now you know
added time. The last minute.
I don't like that shit, man. Excuse my language.
But you know what? It's not gonna work for you every single day.
True.
There will be a day that you're waiting for the last minute and you get smashed the last minute. And you don't even have time to go and
but it's not really that you're waiting for the last minute. It's you don't get a chance to score unless in the last minute. That's it's a total different scenario.
Yeah.
Because these guys play watertight defense. What do you call it? Yeah, watertight, man. Watertight defense. Bournemouth. But Arsenal, man, bro. Anyways, it should be a good weekend. My brother, we'll see you on the next one, eh?
Yes, my brother. Thank you so much.
Man,
I'm sweating. It's cold here, but I'm sweating.
You see, that's what happens when you tell a lot of I don't even know what to say. When you tell a lot of stories that are not concrete.
No,
that's what
I've been telling story just to try to convince you, but I just realized like I'm not gonna convince you. Exactly. You are a lawyer. You are
you want to sell ice to an Eskimo. Wow. Good luck.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I got
All right,
you.
bro.
All right.
Take care,
See you,
man.
man. Take care.
Yes,
Bye.
sir. Cheers.
Cheers. Ooh, that was ice. What a debate. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. We're going to be back again. Aziz, have a good day at work, my brother. Thank you for the donation. Everybody in the chat everywhere, smash the like button. And I'll see you tomorrow for some other shows, watch along, stuff like that.